What's going on, everybody? Jeremy, hope you're doing well. Jorge, Quill,
Yo, what's up, guys?
what up? What up? What up? You made it, Jorge.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, what's going on? We got Mason, Lauren, hybrid.
Sorry.
You're good, man. All right, guys, we'll go ahead and hop on in. I apologize for the delay. Had to do an update. So that's what took me a few minutes. Um,
It
we'll
was
go
a comment.
ahead. So, guys, everybody, we have Jeremy, Jorge, Mason, Cam. We have MJ. We've got somebody new that's joining us today. His name's Quill. He's gonna be hanging out with us for a few weeks, maybe a little bit longer, but at least for a few weeks. And so, as usual, wanted to give him the stage and allow him to introduce himself and then ask a question. So, guys, please pay very close attention, and we'll call on one of you guys to answer that question. Maybe a few of you guys. So. Quill, as you know, if you can please quickly tell us a little bit about who you are, what brought you here, what your maybe top three goals are, and then one question that you wanted to ask and kind of get other people's perspective, Quill. So I want to go ahead and hand it off to you, man.
Awesome. Thanks, man. Hi, everyone. So I'm Quill. I was born in Venezuela, background Ecuador, now living in Australia. I'm married, one kid. Um, yeah, okay, the next question. Um, Tell about why you enjoy it here. Okay, because I want to get the skills itself. Uh, Learn how to implement the system, networking, and generate between 15 to 20K if it's possible in the next 3 or 6 months. That would be exciting. Um, okay, what is one area of your work that you would like focusing on improving right now, guys? Do you get it?
So your question, Quill, is what is one area of their life or their business that they want to focus on? Is that kind of what you're asking?
Both, both, like in general life and as a work that you are focusing on improving right now.
Okay, gotcha. Solid. So I guess it almost sounds like it's kind of like a question that maybe everybody can kind of chime in a little bit on. Jeremy, I guess first, what's something that you're focusing on, work on your personal life and then within your business.
Hey, Quill, good to meet you. My name's Jeremy. I'm in Kansas City. I guess
Okay.
as far as personal areas, just trying to be a better person, always improving and learning and, um, being better for the people who need me. In my business, I would say, same thing as you, just trying to increase revenue. I've been in business for 20 years doing video and media production. And my normal mode of operation is, networking like crazy and hoping the phone rings and, running an ad here or there and hoping it generates, 2 to 3 to 4 new videos for me to make every month. And I'm trying to move over into a retainer model. I tried that for a little while. As Koshik, if he hasn't told you already, it's not about the content, as I'm finding out, because that literally was running me into the ground, even though I had the retainers. But it's easier making 3 or 4 videos a month than trying to make 3 or 4 videos every week and then generate results with those videos. So that's why I'm here. Just launched my ads today. I've only been in the group basically a couple weeks, maybe this is the start of my third. Um, so yeah, I'm just trying to be a better person and a better businessman. So congratulations if you're joining. Nice job, and hope to see you succeed. Be rooting for you.
That's right. I appreciate that.
Cam, you want to hop in next? What are you focused on in terms of your personal life and then in terms of your business?
Sure. Yeah, nice to meet you, Quill. I guess they kind of are the same where I'm trying to provide for the people I want to provide for in my personal life, and I'm doing that through the program. So yeah, I'm trying to improve my financial side of my personal life, and I'm doing that through my professional life, through the professional life. So yeah, um, I don't know. That's a pretty bad answer, but that's my answer.
I think
So,
it's your answer. Right, great.
MJ, do you want to hop in terms of what you're focused on in your personal life and in terms of your business life? Um, MJ, you might not be there. Mason, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here.
What would you say, is a focus for you, like in terms of your personal life and in terms of your business life as of right now?
I would say sales, and I think those kind of play an intertwining role in terms of, what they can help you do. Obviously, when we think of businesses and we think of sales, we just think of, someone handing us money. But in reality, sales is all about the art of persuasion and, helping people get out of their own way and being persuasive and almost getting what you want as well in the process, but maintaining good character and, selling to people that you should be selling to, and just doing that really, I think, is the number one thing for me as of right now. Just learning to be more persuasive and really be conscious about the words that I'm saying, what effects that they do have, even though that sometimes you may say something and it may not mean what you say. And sometimes you have to say it in a way that someone else needs to hear it more than you need to hear it in a different way. And just learning different communication skills, I think, is the most important.
Good stuff, man. Jorge, what are you focusing on in terms of your personal life and in terms of your business life right now?
Hey, sorry, I just got on here again. So, what am I focusing on, the personal life and business life?
Mhm.
So, personal life, I'm focusing on basically, so with the fasting too, where I get my health back on track. Nothing that I'm like sick or anything, but just focusing on health and also just jujitsu. So, making that progress in my martial arts journey. And then business wise, I'm focusing on trying to get this offer going for the 6 week challenge, right? I feel like I'm like one thing away from just locking down on one thing and then scaling from there. So it's just a matter of being boots on the ground right now at the gym, which is why I'm here. No consultations yet, but that's what I'm focusing right now. So just trying to build this agency thing and figure it out as we go. So that's where I'm at.
Cool.
Does that
So
help?
yeah, for sure, man. Thank you for that, Jorge. So there you have it, Quill. As you can see, everybody here, we're all, driven. Everybody here, I'm grateful, and I know that we all feel good about it, and we all feel motivated coming here every Monday. Everybody's working on something personal, and everybody's working on developing something in terms of their business. So hopefully that makes you feel good, knowing you're within a good company that's all focusing on excelling, growing. Um, but yeah, solid question, Quill. Quill, so after we do introductions, man, I just hop right on in and start getting to questions. In your particular case, man, I can go ahead, since we're doing your introduction, I can go and actually answer your question, and then I can go into Cam and all those guys. So your question was regarding is your question regarding filming the landing page video, or are you wondering like, hey, Kaushik, like if it's your video, like how does that even work since I'm not the one that's handling the lead and all that stuff? Is that kind of what your question is?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, in terms of that question, man, like every single person in here has had that question as well. They've either asked it directly or they've kind of like subconsciously wondered it. And the exact same thing happens for every single person. Nobody's going to ask you about it. Nobody's going to say to you, hey, you don't sound like Kaushik, you look different, whatever. You don't have an accent. Nobody's ever going to say that. If anything, what people are going to do is they're going to, they're not going to say anything. My thing too is like, if you wonder like, okay, well, what happens if somebody does ask me? All you have to simply do, Quill, is you simply say, hey, Kaushik is the face of the brand. He's in terms of the marketing, the face, but I'm the one that actually runs the business. I'm the one that's behind the scenes. That would be your very simple answer.
Okay, makes sense now. Okay. Yeah, I'm the person doing this area. I'm the person doing this it's like a franchise. So
Yep, exactly. So So no need to film anything, man. Just like get it launched. And I know you're working with Mason in terms of some of those technical things. I saw all of your questions, and so Mason can help you with these things. But yeah, just have to get these dialed in, launch the ads, don't need to film anything. Let that rock and roll for about 14 days, get your first close, and then we move on. That's the game plan.
Done. Okay.
Do you have other questions? Of course, I know that you have these questions, and we'll run through these with you and Mason. Maybe Mason can hop on a call with you and just help you with this stuff. But aside from these technical questions, did you have any other question?
Yeah. So regarding the free to fee method, do you remember Jupiter Company, Jupiter Concrete?
Jupiter Concrete. That sounds familiar. Why does that sound familiar?
Jupiter Concrete is from Draw. I think it's Draw or Dree.
That's Drew's.
Drews,
Oh,
yes. Yes, Drews. It's Drews. Um, what step would be registering the company legally in the process? What step would be? It would be the first, the second, the third, and why?
okay. So your question is, if you wanted to do Drew strategy, like what would you legally need to do? Is that what you're asking?
What step would be to make the company legally register? Does it make sense?
Okay, gotcha. So, and first of all, in terms of Drew stuff, I hope I don't sound short with you. I would not even be paying attention to that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not even like worth your time and energy. Don't even focus on that. You have other things that you need to be focusing on. I would not be messing around. That stuff down the road, 2, 3 months down the road, we can look in that depending on first we have to get the 6 figures launched for you. Then we have to close the deal. Then we have to niche down. Then we have to build the niche funnel. We have to see how all that goes before we even look into this marketing. This is a marketing channel. Before we even look into that, we have to do a bunch of other things first. Now, to answer your question regarding legal, first of all, what I will tell you is I cannot answer any legal questions. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know the first thing about that. I don't even know. It's not that I don't feel comfortable. I don't even know. I don't even know the answer for you in terms of like what to do legally and all that stuff, LLCs. That's not something that's my expertise. So that would be my answer to you.
Okay.
Does that help a little bit? I know it doesn't directly answer, but hopefully my answer in telling you like don't even worry about it is like something that's going to save you time and energy because maybe your time and you were focused on this a little bit. And what I'm simply saying is don't even focus on it. And hopefully that'll shift your time and energy back to the things that are going to actually drive the needle for you. I think that could be, that's good. That's something that's helpful for you.
Yeah, okay. I just saw that because the implement that system, it can take only 3 hours, and it would be a great income in
The free
potential.
feed method, like
Yeah, that
Drew's
one.
thing.
Yeah.
I don't think it's 3 hours, man. Because so the reality is that step one is like you have to like figure out your niche. Like what niche do you want to do? Step two, what you have to do is you have to go out there and figure out what kind of ads and funnels would even work for that niche. So let's say you wanted to do, let's say you want to do, for example, roofing. Okay, step two is now you have to run some ads for roofing and figure out what works. You have to figure out what kind of offer works, what kind of creative, what kind of copy works. Then you have to figure out what the nurture sequence is. You have to figure out all that stuff before
Correct.
you even find yeah. So there's a bunch of work. So this in itself, so it's quite a bit of work before you even get a client.
Correct.
And
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like this is gonna be much faster, actually.
All right, thanks.
Yep. Other questions?
Take
Okay. All right. So in that case, Quilt, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in order in terms of answering the questions. Sit back, relax, man, enjoy the show. And, if you have questions, we'll circle back to you. If you want to hang out for the whole thing, hang out for the whole thing. If you have to dip out, that's totally cool too. So yeah. That takes me to Cam. Cam, did you get a chance? So it looks like you read my answer in terms of the sales, like in
Yeah.
terms of like sharp.
Yeah,
What else did you?
I'll be working on that for like the next two. I think that's probably all I'll be focusing on until I'm done it. And I can do you want me to send my end product to you once I do finish? Kind of like I did for the discovery call.
Yep. I think I don't know if it's going to be like a PowerPoint or what have you, but whatever it is that you're going to be creating on, just like give me share access, so I can go in there and I can tweak it or duplicate and create my own rendition of it if I feel
Oh, is
like
it
it.
I haven't even looked at, is a PowerPoint even one of the options? Is it just whatever? It's up in the air right now.
It's whatever you want to do that you feel like would be easiest. I do think that Amon's not here right now, but I do think that he does do something like a PowerPoint presentation, or he does it within Canva.
Okay.
It's like something with slides. Kind of like it's basically like a webinar. It's a VSL or webinar. It's like a live webinar that you're doing, a live presentation.
Okay. What do you recommend?
That's what I recommend.
Oh, that's what you recommend. Okay. And then the other thing that you sent me regarding the discovery call scripts, you kind of added to it. I think it's in one of the threads somewhere. But it
Yeah.
looks like you kind of said all the text below this, you could probably add on to it also, but you kind of picked up on kind of like the bottom paragraph kind of looked like it picked off of somewhere, and I was trying to figure out where it picked off of in terms of like where I should paste it in. Yeah, if you go to my doc, I tried my best to put it in there.
Yeah. What I did is I came into basically your pitch part.
Yeah.
So you had some stuff before this, so it starts with whatever. I took the text that was right above it and I ignored it because I felt like this is the like what they're really looking for. I took it, I copied it, and then I pasted it, and then I just tweaked it.
Yeah.
And
Whatever you sent me is what I put into the script. So all that stuff is in the document now.
so yeah, literally what I did is like copy and paste, and I just edit it, and then whatever I felt was extra, I just like put this space and I just left. I didn't even mess around with this stuff.
Okay.
This is part of your original script. This is just like what I put together that I felt like was a good starting place.
Because you were talking about the you said make sure you add in like the oh yeah, I guess that okay. So you're saying all the stuff below there isn't even necessary. You're kind of saying for my own peace of mind, if you need to put it in there or want to, then do that. But okay. Yeah, I might just take that out then. That'll take a lot of time off the script and the phone call presentation anyways, I feel like.
And your team up to upsell services. This is where the profit comes in. So I'm kind of sort of saying that without talking about the team. While you may think your average customer is worth this, after our sales training, you've seen. So I'm kind of sort of saying this as well. I'm saying, you know, we'll increase the profit by 3x. So increase profit by 3x. So if they tell you, for example, my LTV is currently 2,000, it's like, so your LTV by 3x, which means that your LTV most likely go from 2K to whatever that number is, 12K. After training, we've seen that triple anything over 20 months. So yeah, I didn't bring that in. I think it was super necessary because the profitability is all they really care about.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that explanation is nice. What about like that bottom line? I mean, it's nitpicking for sure, but like kind of just throw in the hopefully that gives you a clear picture of how we can take your business to the next level. So it's a nice carry on to just the next chapter of the whatever I'm reading.
I like it. Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
Hopefully that gives you a clear picture of where we can take your business to the next level. If it does, you know, I've got Tuesday available at 4, or I've got Wednesday available. Boom. There you go.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. And when you have insert great offer, I imagine you mean the offer that I would be showing to potential customers to fill his calendar with. Like that's what the potential customers would be seeing. That's what I should read or figure out.
Good question. So let's say I were sitting, you know, let's say I was having a conversation with a videographer. First of all, like what I'm going to do is I'm going to get them to watch some marketing material. I'm going to get them to watch a video on the 6 Figure 6 Weeks or whatever. I'm going to get them to watch some stuff on the free video commercial. And then when I hop on a call with them and I, you know, get to this part of the conversation, I'm like, okay, so basically here's the deal, man. Here's how our strategy works. Basically, what we do is we have this ad. It's a very simple ad. It says, hey, I'm looking for 5 business owners that want a free video commercial with a 5 videographers that want to, I'm sorry, 5 business owners that want a free video commercial. Now I know what you're thinking, dude. You're probably thinking like, why on earth would I give away free video? Stick with me here. What we're doing is we're targeting business owners as well as business owners that are interested in videography as well as paid advertising. Now what happens? We take them into a funnel. There's an opt-in application thank you page. On the opt-in page, we click name, email, phone number. Application page, we do this. On the thank you page, we direct them to follow you on Instagram. From there, what's going to happen? They're automatically going to DM you. From that DM, we push that to the discovery call. And from the discovery call, we push that to the sales call. Now, the only people we push to a sales call are the ones that we can actually get them to say that they actually want to pay for paid advertising. So you're only having, so you see what I'm doing there? Now, the thing is like, I can speak, I'm literally just making up on the fly, but it's like, I know that they would want it. And in my case, I know that they want it because they would already have clicked on an ad, they'd watch some content, I'd make them DM me, I'd make them do something. So they already have an idea how it works. So when I use my words, they're just like, yeah, because she's giving me more clarity on the video that I just watched. Now, in your particular case, you're not there right now. So in your case, what you would most likely have to do, man, is one of the questions you do ask that question of like, hey, so which exact service are you looking for? So let's say, for example, I don't know, like give me the name of something that they would look for more.
Probably just a regular furnace and duct cleaning, honestly.
Okay. So how much do they typically charge for that?
Um, 250, I think. I don't know. I'm in Canada, so the currency is different, but over here it's around 250 baseline, and then there's like additional charge for every vent on top of the 10 vents that's included in the $250. That includes the furnace and then 10 ducts. Then every duct on top of the 10 is 50.99 or whatever they charge for that extra vents. But the baseline is 250.
What's the profit margin on that?
Oh sheesh. I don't know. It's just gas pretty much from the truck. And because the vacuum and the air compressors on the truck, and those are the only things that you bring into the house. So there's no like giving anything to the customer. It's just whatever that truck takes on gas is what's delivering the service.
Okay. And then, so obviously for that, there's a bunch of upsells and downsells that you have figured out how to upsell, downsell. So what
Yeah.
I would say something like this. So all starts with a Facebook ad, just like the one that got you here right now. And just like a great offer that we use to get you here, we use a great offer to get people to click on this ad and get you in front of their door. So for us, what we're doing is instead of charging $250 for an air duct cleaning, what we're doing is we're offering them 25% off or 20% off. What we've come to find is that's the knee-jerk reaction. Now, I know you're probably thinking that's going to eat in your profits, but stick with me here. What we do is because that's such a great offer based off of the market research we've done, what that's going to do is going to get your counter packed with leads. Now, once we get your counter pack, that's only part of the game plan, because what we're doing is we're getting you at break even or slightly profitable with those ads. Then what we're doing, the real magic kicks in when we basically have a Rolodex of backend. I'm doing a shitty job of this. We have a Rolodex of backend offers that we give you as well as sales training to basically take that $220 value offer up to $2,000 on average. And that's where the real profit kicks in. That's what most of these other air duct business owners are not doing. And what that's going to do once we sell that, as well as them staying on for additional 12 to 24 months, which is what we see on average buying additional things for you, the average client is going to be worth approximately $4,000. So hopefully that gives you an idea of how, So something like that.
Right,
And
right.
you would get that ammunition because of everything you've done on the discovery call. When you ask them, hey, what do you want more of? Why do you want more of that? Get them to really salivate for it. Get them to really say, oh, I really want to do more air duct because of this, that. And so once you have baited them to say that, then you can kind of like plan a little scene like, okay, so I just want to be sure. I just want to make sure that air ducting air duct cleaning is what you guys wanted more of, because that's actually our bread and butter. And I'll get to that here in a second. So you plant that little seed there.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, sounds good. On the document, I already put like an offer that's like $99, just so hopefully it's easy for me to say. I know that kind of scares you because it would, and then it's an extra like hit on my strategy explanation because that fills in that gap and then some. We're not there for the furnace cleaning. We're there for the furnace cleaning to upsell like crazy. Like that's the whole strategy that we use. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll watch back this video call and try to get pretty close to what you just said.
It's all about that communication, man. It's all about like it has to make logical sense to them. You know what I mean? It has to make you have to be like, holy fuck, I didn't think of it that way. You know what I
Right.
mean?
And on your sales call, with me, well, I don't know about with me, but you put in like, is it just randomly when you kind of pause and just ask me if I understand, or whoever you're talking to? Should I almost put like little markers in the script, or is it just when I've been rambling, just take a breather and be like, are you keeping up with what I'm saying? Like, does that make sense? Is it just whenever it feels like it's necessary?
It's the
Don't
later.
overdo it.
It's the later. And I wouldn't say there's an overdo it. You base it off of the look on their face. And
Right,
after you do so many reps, you'll be able to start telling when they
right,
can. On top of that, there is this thing in this, it's kind of like a saying. It's like when you talk too much and they're silent for too long, they kind of check out, right? You've probably seen that when you go in and you do air duct stuff and you're probably doing stuff and you're probably engaging with them. Like, hey, do you see this thing? Do you see that?
Right.
that keeps them on their toes. It keeps them paying attention.
Right.
Just have to feel it out.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Cool. I think that's pretty much it. My KPIs and stuff, I updated them before this, but I mean, I'm not really getting any any leads in, and we just changed the things yesterday, and I documented that in the comments as to what we changed for this week from the 8th to 14th, I guess it would be. So we'll see. Hopefully, I see some good stuff, but that's kind of where I'm at. So I'll just while I'm waiting, I'm just gonna be ripping the sales script and try to figure that out.
So one last thing I thought I'd bring up. So regarding, so the part that I'm really crystal clear on, the part that you have to be really crystal clear on is when you do like the value drop before you go over the price. So they have to be crystal clear on all the things that they're gonna get, what the value of all that stuff is before you get into pricing. That's the
Right.
one part. So for me, for example, I quiz people on here's what we're doing month by month, phase by phase. That seems to really help people understand, like, okay, I can see how I'm going to make the transformation there. And you'll see as you do more and more reps, you'll see kind of which parts you really need to hone in on. Because you're going to see their eyes, you're going to see their eyes light up, and you're going to see that,
Right.
oh, that's what's going to get me over the line.
Right.
Regarding your KPIs, you want to pull up your ads? We can have a look real quick.
Yeah. Okay, so
That's
what do
your
you want
campaign. We don't need to go into like the individual
just the,
things.
just the numbers?
Well, click on ad set for one campaign. So the middle tab.
Middle tab. Oh,
Yep. All right. There you go. And then if you can just filter it by like all time, the date.
how do you do that?
Or you can, you can just do, yeah. Yeah. All right. So cost per click. Geez, you got an $18 cost per click. That is no bueno. $10 cost per click, $7. So copy 3 seems to be the highest performing right now. Can we go back to like your original ad set and see if there's any? So actually here, let me write this down here. So 3, 2, 1, 2, 3 is a 1.24%, 0.45%, and then 0.83%. Let's have a look at your initial ad set.
Okay. How do you go back? How do you do that?
Click on campaigns on the left, or mouse to the left. Boom. And then did you delete that ad set or the initial ad set?
I might have. I don't know.
Oh no. Do you have any filters on, like search changes? Is it in another ad account?
No, I'm pretty sure all my stuff is here.
Yeah, so you don't have any other campaigns. Click on ad sets for one campaign. No, the middle one. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, it looks like you probably deleted it, man. Just in the future, make sure you don't do that so we can like compare data. And the other thing also is like, is like the more ad sets you give something, the smarter the campaign actually gets. It's kind
Okay.
of like so you want to keep it all in there. It'll aggregate and get smarter and smarter and smarter. You don't want to delete stuff from here. I would say never, ever delete anything actually. Turn it off, but never delete anything.
Okay. So let's say for the future, do I just hit create? Because I think before I went physically in here and duplicated whatever, and then I don't know what I did, but I think I took the original and made it into what you see now. So I don't know if I deleted something, but I think I might have just changed it into this. Or I could have deleted it. I don't know.
I think you delete it because if you look at the amount spent on each of the ad sets, they're all about $20.
Okay.
So if one of these were the original ad set, it would have drastically more ad spend behind it.
Right.
Okay, so as I'm looking at this stuff, I'll be honest, it doesn't look very good to me right now. One thing I would, and we launched this what, like 2 days yesterday, or when? When did we launch this?
2 days ago,
Okay.
1 day ago.
Yeah, I mean, when I look at these numbers, like a $7, like $7 is not too bad, but like 18, $10, like $18, that's not turning around, man. That's not gonna turn around. $10, $11, a little bit high. So I think what we can do is, I don't know if we're maybe when Rodarte comes in here, you can just double check with him. But what he did is we just did open targeting.
Yeah, I
So
was thinking about that. You told me that a couple times,
yeah,
and it's been pretty fluffy compared to what I'm going through right now. So something
let's
to try.
yeah. So the next thing, yeah, here's what I want to do. I want to confirm which of these copies is the best one. And that's why, so hopefully you kind of here just to maybe understand like why I asked you the question. I asked you, hey, let's have a look at the previous ad set versus this one. The reason for that is my mind was going to go to, okay, this ad set copy number 3 is having the highest unique click-through rate. So maybe with an ad set, the initial ad set, we can see that copy number 3 had the highest unique click-through rate. Okay, that'll give me an idea of what your best copy is. Then what we could have done is maybe test out multiple creatives with that exact copy. That would have been maybe the next round of testing that we do. In
Right.
this case, it's too early for me to tell.
Right.
So what we can do is let's do a quick duplicate of all 3 of these ad sets, turn these off, and have these new ad sets be all open targeting. And let's see what happens from that.
Can you show me how to do that? You want to do it right now? Right now?
Yeah, we can do it right now. So what you can do is put a check mark next to all 3 of those. Yep. And then what we can do is, nope, the arrow right underneath the arrow by duplicate. Yep. And then what we do is we do a quick duplicate. And then, yep. And then now all you're going to do is you're going to go down to like the targeting for all of them and just turn it all off. Yep. All that stuff just to get rid of. Yep. Remove all, remove all.
Really?
And then I don't know if he did advanced detail targeting. He did something. Yeah. Okay. So, and then the placements, I would assume, is the other placement working for you now or is it not working?
Um, I don't know. It said I had to do it. I had to run it for like 24 hours, so it might be. I don't even know how to get there. Do I have to go to the ads? Or is
Uh,
it?
so it says edit. It says placement for all 3 ads. Click learn. Don't worry about it. Okay, so go to your other ad set.
Other ad set.
So you were just on, I think this is, if you scroll all the way to the top. Go ahead and click on Duck Creative 1/copy 2 hyphen copy, the one that's in the blue on the
Sorry, where?
upper left hand quarter blue. Left. Yep, click on that. Okay, scroll down to the targeting section. Make sure there's no targeting. So there's no targeting there. Let's go ahead and click on copy 4. Make sure there's no targeting there. Nope. Okay, copy 1.
I don't remember having a copy 4. Because none of the most I have is 3, but I'll probably just copy 3.
I think I might know what might be going on. Click on the last ad set and make sure there's no copy, or I'm sorry, there's no targeting. All right, cool. So we can go and X out of that on your upper left hand.
Okay.
And then, yep. It has been saved. But aren't running yet. Click close. Okay, and then click on your URL.
URL.
Just like your browser ads manager. So, yeah, just click on that and then hit enter to refresh it. So it's I don't know why it's saying copy 4, man. Can you check to see if it is copy 4 or copy 3? If you click on edit and then you click on the add.
So that's that one.
Yep.
It's
then
tricky.
click on the add. You're on the ad set level. Click on the add. Yep. Is that the exact same copy? Yep.
Should be the same. Should I just change it to copy 3?
So that's weird. I never seen that. So here's what you want to do. You want to retitle these. So for this one, you say Duck Creative 1 instead of a hyphen, just have a comma. And then after that, have a hyphen. Hyphen.
Hyphen.
Yep.
Is that a hype? What's a hyphen?
It's the yep, there you go. And then 9924. Yeah. You can have hyphens. So basically what we're doing is we're just putting the date in here. This will just kind of help you keep organized because we're literally titling everything the exact same that was titled, and you'll get confused. This way you that. So you'll do that for the same thing for Duck Creative 1 and Duck. So the first ad set and the third ad set, you'll do the exact same thing.
Okay. Should I do that for all of them?
And so for that one, remember you got a hyphen there between Creative 1 and copy. And so when you go, yeah, so you do the same thing when it comes to the ads as well. You'll title them appropriately just to keep track of everything. So creative.
Yeah. So just repeat.
So you're in the wrong ad set right now. So yeah, you can pretty much copy and paste it just so you don't have to type it up again.
Okay.
And then you'd click on, no, you click on, nope, you click on scroll up, not mouse up. So you go under the, yep, you click on that one and then you change the name of that one. Yep.
Oh, okay. I don't even know what I just copied.
There you go. And so you just repeat that, make sure everything's
Okay.
cool. And so just keep this in mind for the future because we're going to be doing multiple rounds until we get it dialed in.
Yeah. And when they're green, they're active. Is that what that means?
When they're green, it means they have to be published still. So now what you want to do is you want to click on the X button, upper left, yep. And then actually, yeah, go and click on publish draft item now. And then that should be it. Cool. And then what you can do is you can take the existing ad sets right now. Yep. And then turn off the ones that have been spending money. Yeah. Take those three and go and turn them off.
Just turn them off.
Yep. Yeah, turn them off, don't delete them, no matter what. So game plan now is let's see what happens here in another 2 days. Actually, Rodarte, when you did your open targeting for your ads, did you select like advantage placements, no advantage placements? What did you, I remember we spoke about that.
Yeah, I did everything for Facebook to do, so it was all advantage.
Okay. So we can have a look at that, Cam, for the
Okay.
next round. But as of right now, I think what we got there, we're good. Next round, we'll probably test out creatives. My gut is telling me that it's either the targeting or it's the creative. It's one of those two. That's what that's what I think is going on.
Okay. Every time you say something like that, I'm just hoping you don't say it's the offer.
No, I hope not. It could be. Hope not.
Yeah, we'll see. All right. Cool.
So, yeah. Other question that you have for us, man?
I don't think so. I'm just gonna focus on the sales script and wait this out for some results. So you said 2 more days and then maybe send you my KPIs, or do you just want to see a screenshot of this or all of it?
Yeah, you can send me a screenshot. Both, like update your KPIs as well as a screenshot.
Okay.
Yeah, usually, I mean, I'm just looking at like if your cost per click is like about $5, man, and you've got like about a 1% unique click-through rate, like that's healthy. If your cost per click is like 10, $20 like that, it's not gonna work most likely. That's really where my mind is, just so you kind of have an idea as well.
Okay. And real quick, so for the KPI sheet, I like none of this is happening, so I'm just leaving it blank. Should I, as soon as I get here, is the fastest way to do it to fill in ad spend first?
What do you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, just because isn't there like a calculation that uses cost like click, and so wouldn't it need I've just been putting it in manually because I've been doing it first and then I do ad spend, but is there even a right order here, or just do it?
Yeah, just so what you do is first you filter the date, obviously. You filter the date within Ads Manager here in
Yeah.
Level.
Yeah.
Then you update the ad spend, and then you update the other numbers. And they should automatically, like, usually, so you're going to be updating ad spend, you're going to be updating link clicks, book calls, all that stuff. You're going to be updating it. Basically, most of the stuff that says cost per or conversion rate should be updating on its own.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. So almost just pass over it and go to the next one.
Mhm.
Okay. Cool.
Yep.
That's it for me, I think. Thank you.
You're welcome. Cool, man. Just keep us posted, okay?
Yep. I definitely will. Sweet.
All right. Can I get the screen back? Oh, can't. Thank you. All right, guys, who do we have next? Mr. Jeremy Wood, I think you're next. How are things going?
Good. I finally got launched today, a little delayed, but it's launched. No results yet, but I've got Go High Level up so I can see it if anything comes on. My texting thing is still not approved, so I don't get that alert yet. So I literally just have Go High Level up and turned on to opportunities, and I refresh it about every hour, just waiting to see if somebody shows up in there, but not yet.
Okay. How much have you spent so far?
Let's see here. Let me refresh this and give you the exact number. It was $6.09 when the meeting started.
Okay. Let's have a look. Let's like just pull it up just to make sure there's nothing. I know you already.
$6.14 now. So let's see. Okay, here you go. So yeah, they started whenever I typed in Slack launched, and of course they had to go through the approval and processing and all that, but not a lot of numbers just yet. But 286 accounts reached, 322 impressions, not generating any cost results yet. So you can see it's not a lot of numbers there. And then, like I said, I keep this little thing up and refresh it every now and then, just trying to make sure I don't miss anything. And then I also have this up so I can go right into my script if I get to talk to somebody. So
okay. So a few things. One, congratulations on launching your ads, first of all. Big feat. I do want to run through just one ad set just to make sure everything internally has been set up correctly. I'm pretty sure it is.
okay.
Mason did everything fine with you. If you open up, so a few things you have to digest. Actually, let me just share my screen. We'll come back to you because it'll be easier
Okay.
for you. So few things. So if we have a look at your onboarding page, Jeremy, if you scroll all the way down, watch this after ads have gone live. So you
Okay.
have just when you get a chance, maybe later today or early tomorrow, you can give this video a watch. That'll show you like having the right mindset and in order to like nurture these people, talk to these people. Another thing that's super important, I believe I go over this within this video, but just in case I don't, because it's so important, I want to take some time to go over this. is there's a video here. If you scroll down. Like, yes, all this stuff is very, very important,
Yep.
but this stuff right here, how to book the maximum number of sales calls. It is absolutely crucial that you go through this. Absolutely crucial. So definitely like watch this first, right? If you, it sounds like you already have how to convert the discovery calls into sales meetings. It sounds like you've already watched this. You've probably already watched this, how to respond to leads. So what's going to happen is a lot of people are going to opt, some people are going to opt in. They're going to go to the application page. They're going to go to the thank you page. They're going to follow you. They're going to shoot you a DM. If they do all of that, then yeah, this is your script. This is what you do, right? It's just a voice note in order to push them forward. This video is going to help you. But what I will say is most people won't, right? So you're going to have, your opt-in page, your application page, your thank you page, and then DM you. This is the best case scenario. But a lot of people, they'll opt in and then they won't make it, they'll drop off here, or they'll do the application, but then they'll drop off here, or they'll get to the thank you page, but then they don't come here. So different people drop off at different stages. And the question becomes whether somebody drops off here, here, or here, how do you interact with them? What do you say regardless of where they drop off? And that is the purpose of this video right here, how to book the maximum number of sales calls. This video will show you regardless of where somebody drops off. So yes, definitely like digest this content if you have not yet, how to respond to leads in order to get them on a discovery call. But again, this is your best case scenario. Do not always bake on this. This is like if the stars align perfectly. And then how to convert the discovery calls into sales meetings. I think this is a great video by Rich, by the way. Aaron's is all right. They're both all right. I know that he did close both of these, but like I would say Rich is probably, the best case scenario. Or, I'm sorry, like he's a better person to watch. I think his video is much better.
Yeah, he addressed that was the discovery call. That was really great. Yeah.
Rich crushed it. What else? With your A2P stuff, yeah, I mean, A2P is a nightmare. What I would say is like that's fantastic in terms of having your opportunities. Like for me, for example, I same thing. I have this set up and then I've got my opportunities. So I just like toggle between, my conversations and my opportunities. I just toggle between them all the time.
Yep.
So that's a good move. What I would say is also what you want to do is I think it should be set up where you should be able to still like get an email whenever somebody does opt in.
Yes, I do.
Okay, perfect. So whenever that happens, so like the way I would look at it is, okay, boom, I got an email, I heard a ding. Awesome. Let me go into my opportunities pipeline, see what's going on. And then from there, I'm going to use my personal phone number, your personal phone number to reach out to them, have a conversation with them instead of the Go High level. That's the only difference. You don't have Go High level, but you have your personal phone number to reach out to them. That's the only difference.
Okay.
Until GP approved.
All right. And then on that Excel spreadsheet, I'm just going to start filling those numbers in that are populating on Facebook, right?
Yes, sir. So I almost forgot this. Thank you for reminding me. It's very important that you also scroll down and watch this video, how to customize your columns within Facebook Ads Manager to analyze data. So I was looking at your data right now, and I can tell that it's just the default one. You want to customize it to have these data points that we want to be looking at.
Okay.
And then, yes, tracking and analyzing your KPIs. This is kind of what Cam was asking me earlier, which is like how to update your Excel sheet.
Wait a minute. What was that other one? How to customize columns in Facebook Ads Manager. Okay.
And these are the last two videos within week 3. If you scroll all the way to the bottom.
Okay. I'm not quite there, but I will be. And then tracking and analyzing. Okay.
It's out of order. I just didn't know where else to put it, but this is like appropriate for you to watch now. Like this would be the right time to watch it.
Okay. I'll get on it. I'm excited. I'm just sitting watching my bobbers in the water, waiting for somebody to nibble on one of the hooks. See what we can do.
Feels like you're out fishing, huh?
Yeah, a little bit.
It'll feel that way until the first leads start coming in. Before you know, they just keep coming in, and you start getting annoyed.
Yeah, just need the dam to break.
So, but yeah, let's just go into, if you want to pull up your ad, we can just have a really quick look, just make sure everything's good.
Which one you care, feed or stories? This one.
We can do feed.
Well, I hit story. Sorry. So we'll just go into this one.
Okay.
So
click on ad sets right above your mouse. There you go. Go and click on that. And then just click on you can click on edit. Yep. Any one of those. The feed is fine. There you go. Boom. And then if you just scroll down slowly, make sure everything's set up correctly. So website, FEC data set lead, cool. $15 per day is what we're spending. Fair enough. Cool. Keep going. Keep going. So you got your exclusions. Good stuff. You got your age. You got all genders. Okay. So we've got your targeting set up. Define. Okay. So
I don't know if you want to see those, but I just basically did the same ones Mason did.
Yep. Those look good. Yep. And English, manual placements. We're just going to Facebook feeds, Instagram feed. Okay. Keep scrolling down. That's pretty much it. If you want to click on feed ad, yep. So you got your page selected, you got your Instagram selected, Kansas City, okay. Single. Okay. And good stuff. Okay. Learn more description, call to action, learn more. Did you double check your URL?
Yes.
Yep. On your opt-in page? Good. And the pixel, everything's firing correctly when you get to your page?
It seems to be. I had some numbers there.
Within your feeds targeting, I didn't get a chance to look at that. Are you targeting like Kansas City within your ad set?
Kansas City plus 20-mile radius around Kansas City.
Okay.
So
can we just visually see it?
Where do you want me to go?
Wherever that is, like where you target the location. I don't know exactly where it is here.
Where is it? Well, maybe that's in the actual ad.
No, it should be in the ad
There it
set.
is. Location.
Click on edit for me, please.
Kansas City plus 20 miles.
Is Kansas City pretty big? Is it pretty densely populated?
Yeah, so you can see here, you're probably looking at, I don't know, that's probably a couple million people there. If I zoom in, here's where I am, Lee Summit. So you're getting, the Kansas City proper is right in this section here. And then, but the big cities are covered: Overland Park, Olathe, Blue Springs, Lee Summit, Grandview. I probably could extend this a little further. Let me make it 30 miles just for grins. Oops, not 300.
So one thing to just know when you do stuff like that is it really messes with the data a lot. Okay, just keep that in mind. So if we did that, that's gonna, again, with you since you just launched the ad, that's not a big deal. But just know in the future, if you got an ad running for like 5 days, 6 days, it's working like clockwork, you don't want to do these kind of, you don't want to touch with the 10 feet pole because it'll stop working. Just give me a heads up.
I left it alone. I'm just not seeing, as you start getting out here, I mean, like Lansing, let's say I had to go do some work for somebody like that. That's a hour and a half drive. So
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty comfortable. Excelsior Springs, that's probably an hour away. The only one I'm kind of shocked it's not getting me to is that Grain Valley, but that's a little town. So I think when I look at this, and knowing the metro area, the circle is where my customers are.
Okay.
If I go much past 20 miles, I'm going to be in a car all day long driving to people.
The reason I was asking is I was just wondering how many business owners, how popular, because the more densely populated, the more people there are, the cheaper your cost per lead is, your cost.
Yeah. Where I've got that circle is where the check mark is the most densely populated. As you start coming out toward the outer band, obviously you're getting way out into the suburbs, but this kind of it's kind of deceiving as well, because I mean, from Lee Summit to that is maybe a 20-minute drive. But once you start going up here around these edges on the far end, then you get off the interstate, you get on little single road highways. And
My question is this, let's say somebody from Leawood or Grandview saw the ad looking for 5 business owners based in Kansas City. Are they not going to click on it? That's my concern.
oh, no, they'll click.
Okay. And that's all.
Yeah. I always tell people I'm from Kansas City. Grandview, Blue Spring, that circle is Kansas City. Okay. So I could change the ad to say something, or change not the ad itself, but I could change the landing page, the funnel to say the Kansas City metro area. That probably would, that might, in fact, I could do that. That might broaden it just a little bit when they land there, so they don't think, well, wait a minute, I'm not in the Kansas City proper, but it is Kansas City is good. So
and again, same thing, same advice I gave you earlier is you got to be careful with these things, because you have those crawlers that go through your page, and then that'll get that information back to the ads, and it might just like tweak things up. So just something to be mindful of. Yeah,
I think it'll be okay. If it doesn't, I mean, we could maybe leave it be for a little while, and then
I'd let it be.
Looks dead, then maybe we could change that. But I just don't foresee. I wouldn't think anything of it. If I saw that ad, I'm Kansas City. So
let's leave it. Leave it, and if by tomorrow, you're not getting $10 leads, we'll come back and revisit. But I'm pretty sure it'll.
Okay. Sounds good.
Cool. Well, everything looks good to me. Questions for us, Jeremy?
Not yet. I guess the basic, I've read through the sales scripts a few times. So the basic offer is I'm creating this video. You get the video for free if you allow me to build the funnels and all that stuff, which comes with a charge. That I got to maybe do some brainstorming on what that charge is, what that fee is. I know in one of your videos you were talking about, you do that for them for free for 14 days or for 30 days and prove to them it works. And then after that, you charge a fee. I mean, that's what I'm still working on. But I was to be honest with you, just kind of fly by the seat of my pants. I think $1,000, $2,000 a month is going to be okay for my fee. And hopefully I can convince them to spend something similar to that in ads. And I was just going to try both offers. Like, if I can't get anybody to jump in right out of the gate at the $2,000 or $1,500 or $1,000 monthly fee, then I was going to then switch over as using that as my, overcoming their objection if I can't get them to close. Yeah.
So like you said, so in terms of like how much you should charge, there's a very scientific approach to that. And it's something that, is so important that, I've seen people, lose and win in business. Literally your example, when I explained to you why you were charged what you were charged from the last program, it's how much you charge to make the ads work. Like it's so important. And so I create a video on that if you want to check it out. It's within the Value Drops channel. Where is it? Yeah, so Friday, August 2nd, how much should you be charging your clients? Actually, I'll go ahead and I'll just share with you here. Some you can check out.
Can you share it to everyone, please?
Yeah, it's if you come inside of Slack, Quill, come into Value Drops, come into Value Drops, and then come into Friday, August 2nd. That's where I created and I posted this video. How much you should be charging a client?
Okay, thank you. Friday 2nd.
That's good. I'll watch that. I just remember from the old AT&T days, you hit them with the full price. Then kind of what you did to me when you hit them with the full price. If you pay now, you get a little bit of a break. Okay, we can break this up for you if you'd rather. All right, how about if I give you so much off All right, if that doesn't work, how about I give you a free couple of this and then we'll see how it goes. So yeah, that was kind of how I had it worked out in my brain was
Oh,
how, but that
I
video, I'll watch that. Yeah.
I do it the opposite way, actually. I come to find that doesn't actually, like, that's not the best way to do it.
Okay.
So when it comes to pricing, here's how it's going to be, right? So you're going to get to the end of the call and you're going to think to yourself, okay, and you're going to, Jeremy, you've done a lot of sales, man. So you know whether somebody's buying or not buying, you have a good
Yeah.
idea. And so if you feel confident, then you're going to do my paid in full versus monthly payment
Yeah.
plans. Okay. And if for some reason they don't go for that, well, then you have an option to do a profit share or a free to fee. Now, if you don't feel very confident right from the get-go, well, then you're going to pick between profit share and then free to fee. Okay. So the first thing is you get through the sales call, you get all the way to the end, and then you decide for yourself, okay, what am I going to go for? Am I going to go for this or am I going to go for this? If you just can tell by their body language, you can tell the way they answer discovery questions. It's not a huge need for them. It's not a huge want for them. They don't fully trust you. You can see that, you don't see the anime eyes. Then it's like, okay, look, if I go for this, it's probably not going to work. And then I'm going to have to do a whole thing. So I'm just going to go in for one of these. I'm going to go in for a profit share or I'm going to go in for a free to fee. Remember, the free to fee is going to be, hey, Mr. Business Owner, here's the deal. So in terms of the offer, based off of everything you said to me, here's what I'd like to do. You don't have to pay me a single dime. What I'd like you to do is I'd simply like you to get Mark Zuckerberg taken care of. Give him the ad spend. And then at the end of the 30 days, what we're going to do is if you'd like to continue to work with us, we can. It would be a fee of X amount.
Yeah.
Simply, what I need you to do is give Mark Zuckerberg $500 for the next 7 days, and let's see if we can get you some results from here. I just want to make sure we can actually do what we're saying, and then if we can, great, we'll move forward. That's my offer to you. Or, hey, Mr. Business, so here's what I like to do. You don't have to pay me a single dime. What I like you to do is give Mark Zuckerberg $500, and then at the end of the month, I'd like to do a profit share with you. That's what I feel like would be the best fit for you. We make money if you make money. My offer to you is 20% of the profits. What are your thoughts on that? So
Yeah, those are I've had success with both of those in the past. So when you talk about pay in full, what would be the pay in full in this case? Because you're working with them monthly.
So I'm going to go over this right now. This is my secret sauce. Okay. So you want to listen very close. Everybody wants to listen very close. I've gone over this within my advanced sales training. I do the opposite of what you mentioned, Jeremy, of pay in full, pay in pay. Here's what I do. First, you have to kind of determine for yourself what you think you can get from somebody from paid in full. So I'm literally just going to give you our numbers, right? Literally same thing I said to you. So, and the way this works, by the way, you have to kind of plant a seed through the discovery call and sales call that it's like a 3-month thing that you do. Okay. So you're letting them know, hey, look, this isn't like a 1-month thing, it's a 3-month thing. So again, this is a little bit advanced. Maybe you don't do it, right? I would say it's too advanced to do on the discovery call. It's too advanced to do right now. Maybe on the sales call, you can plan to see if you want to play around with it, if you want to. The thing is, they have to somehow know that it's a 3-month thing. So for me and you, for example, I sent you a Loom video. I said, hey, it's 12 weeks long. I need you to be able to commit to this. At the very beginning of our initial call, I said, hey, Jeremy, can you get started on Monday? And then it's going to be this amount of time for the next 12 weeks. Can you commit to that? You said, yeah. So I'm planting some seeds like, hey, look, it's not a 1-month thing. It's a 3-month thing. So somehow you have to, so you have to get them to first see it's a 3-month thing. That's a challenging part. So I don't know if you want to do this because it's a little bit of a challenge. Now, you do, here's how you go into the offer. You get into the offer at the very end. And the way you do it is this. All right, Mr. Business Owner, so do you have something to take in terms of the pricing? I know that's something you've been looking forward to. Do you have something to write on? They say, yeah. Make sure you say, so again, literally everything I'm saying is verbatim. They say, yeah. Okay. So in terms of pricing, what I'm going to go over with you, this is only for 3 months. Okay. This is not for 6 months, not for 12 months, not for 1. It's like literally just 3 months. Okay. They say, yeah. Okay. So in terms of the price of the program for us to work together, it would be $2,083 a month, which totals up to $6,250. Or if you wanted to prepay, cover 3 months in advance, what we would do is we'd give you a 20% discount. That's $1,250 off the top, which would bring your total down to just a one-time payment of $5,000. Which one of those two did you want to move into the direction? Did you want to do month to month, or did you want to cover the prepaid pay in full at $5,000? And that's how you do it. You don't do it the other way. You do it that way. You lead with the payment.
That's okay.
then you do this. And what if you do it that way, what happens, it's a lot of psychological warfare, but what happens is people actually want to do the pay in full instead of the monthly payment, because the way you brought it up that you did an AT&T, what happens if you do a paid in full and they say no, and then you go to monthly payment, what they think in their head is like, okay, this Jeremy guy just trying to get something out of me. Versus the way I'm doing it is I'm leading with, hey, you can do the monthly payment, or if you do this, I'll give you a discount.
So
And
what
so
you're
it's-
saying is you use psychological warfare on me to get me to sign up with this. I got to sharpen up. I got to sharpen up. I got to see this stuff coming. So you and my wife use this stuff all the time. So then essentially what you're doing is you're offering let's do this for 3 months and kind of thing. And then after the end of 3 months, if you want to keep it going, we do it again.
that's that's something else.
Okay. So the other thing, I guess and it's in the sales call. So same thing, when we talk about ads, we're telling them, because they're going to say, okay, that's your fee. What do you want me to pay Mark Zuckerberg? And there you said $500. But we probably should be recommending somewhere around at least $1,000 a month to Mr. Zuckerberg, right? Or
So really quick. So again, it depends on how you want to play it. Don't overthink it. What you want to do, and again, I kind of go over this within that video that I suggested you watch in terms of how much you should
Okay.
charge. If you say, for example, 6,250, and then you say 5K, maybe what you do is this 5K covers your service fee, it covers the ad spend, it covers everything. And you're just doing that because you don't want to stress on. Because if you say, for example, it's 5K for this, and then most likely you're going to be spending another 2K for ad spend, now they're thinking of this really big number of $7,000.
right.
It's just going to be a harder sell. So just be safe. Just pick a number that you feel safe with. For me personally, I like to tell people, 1,500 to 1K per month. So, it's basically like a 3K thing, or it's a 1.5K a month thing, right? So that's how you position it. Like, hey,
And
if you want 1.5K, or it's a one-time payment of 3K. And then from that 3K, just take it, run with it for your very first client. Maybe you'll spend $500 of this on ad spend and the other 2,500 in your pocket, for example, right? I would say just keep it simple for your first one.
Okay. Makes sense. Well, I'm excited. I'm hopeful that something comes in so I can start asking you other questions.
3K. Sorry, is 3K a standard price there? Like, would you suggest in America?
Yeah, for people in the United States, whatever you convert to in Australia or New Zealand, whatever that number is. Especially if you're talking to, are you going to be running ads in the United States, or are you going to be running ads in Australia, Quill?
Australia.
Okay, so 3K, you convert that into Australian dollars and use that number. I would say that's a good starting point.
Okay, thanks.
So,
Okay.
yep. But yeah, Jeremy, does that answer some of your questions? Again, these are the different, you just kind of have to feel it out, man. You just kind of have to feel it out.
Yeah.
For
Well, that's kind of what I figured was going to happen in the first part, is just, you're just kind of throwing stuff at the wall to see what sticks. But I like the idea of the breakdown and picking one route or the other depending on what they feel. So, yeah.
And remember, it's just, we're just playing a video game. Don't, again, I know your mindset. I can tell just by the way you're talking about things, the way you explain, like, hey, I got to drive to this location, because right now you're really fixated on, if I do close to I got to do service delivery and all that stuff. I don't want you to be thinking that far ahead. I just want you to be focused on getting the yes and getting the transaction, and understanding you might even throw the fish back in the pond, right?
Right.
Because we got to niche down. We got to do all those things. That's where the real money comes in. So remember, all you're doing is you're focused on getting the yes and ensuring that there's an exchange of cash. That's all you got to focus on. And if it turns out to be a beautiful client that you want to work with, awesome. We'll work with them. But this is the main thing that should be on your mind.
Okay.
Other questions you got for me, Jeremy?
That's it.
Okay. All right. Well, if that's everything, then I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next person. Going once.
Yep. I got to drop off of here, but I put this in next Monday. I have two things this month that are going to fall on Mondays, and I'll let you know if they're going to conflict with these calls, but there's a good possibility it will, because it's down on the plaza in Kansas City, and they're just things I signed up long before I even heard of Cinema Marketing Cheat Code. So I got to do them. I have contracts signed, but I will watch if necessary the recordings and then shoot you any questions I have at that point. But I'm hopeful that next week I can be here because I'll probably hopefully have some leads and be able to ask you some questions.
Yeah. Usually once people have launched their ads, the week after it's just like a ton of questions usually. So
Okay.
yeah, don't stress, don't worry about it. I did see your message, so I do recall. So if you just give me an update, right? Let me know a few days before. Nothing to worry about. We're mindful of that. You and I spoke about that, weeks
Yeah.
back situation. So that's totally fine. And maybe, depending on what my schedule is, Mason's schedule is, maybe we'll have one-on-one. Because
Okay.
I know you're gonna have some questions once the leads start pouring in.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited. I appreciate Mason's help. He's been real big for me, especially meeting early on a Saturday morning. That sucked, but I appreciated him doing it. So
That's why we love Mason. Mason, we love you. Where is he? He's not even here. You even hear me say we love him. It's all good. So Jeremy, is there anything else, or do you want me to?
no, I'm all good. I'll probably start peppering you later, hopefully tomorrow, with just a million things. Good Lord, I got 10,000 leads. What do I do with this?
Good.
All right. Well, you all have a good week, and I will hopefully see you soon.
Sounds good.
Bye.
Okay. Who do we got next? So MJ later. Mr. Rodarte. How things going, man?
Hey, how's it going?
Good, man. How are you?
Doing okay, man. Just I'm probably overthinking it like usual, but this demo, trying to rewrite it, but like the lack of social proof and the KPIs and basically everything that was a majority of everything that was in the demo there. Like I don't know how to like input that.
Okay.
So just kind of like racking my brain. And I have like one buddy who did a video. I had him on Zoom, just kind of asking questions like how I improved his business and all that. But this is like before I started this program, and but he owns a gun shop, and I'm just not sure how to like finagle that into this.
Okay.
Um,
I'm sorry, go ahead. So the concern right now is, hey, how do I tweak up some of these pages, make it make sense? What else is on your mind?
That's it. I mean, I fucked up over the this weekend here. I guess my business account, bank account dried up without me realizing it. So my ads turned off. And so I just rectified that today. I remember getting the email, but I thought it was just like a receipt, like, oh, but I looking at it closer, I was like, oh no, like you need to pay it. So I had to like go in my business account, like refund it, and then go ahead and start it again. So that kind of screwed me up over the weekend.
Okay. Did you get that?
So
Do you have it tied to a checking account or like a credit card?
a checking account, my business checking account.
Gotcha. So you have to replenish your business checking account. Is that what you have to do?
I've been having to, yeah, for these ads.
Okay. Something again, I don't know your situation with your finances, all the money that you're moving around. What I would say is down the road, what I came to find to be the easiest thing is just like to use a credit card, especially the platinum, the silver one, I think. The platinum, you know what I'm talking about, the platinum credit card by American Express?
Yeah.
Is that
Like
one?
the thick metal one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's just going to give like they give you like a huge percentage back for ad spend.
Really?
Yeah. So damn near everybody I know that runs ads uses that credit card to run all their ads.
I guess it pays because isn't it like $500 a year for that card or something?
Yeah, it's like $500 a year. So everybody uses that credit card to run their ads, and then at the end of their month, and that's what I do as well. Like I just use that at the end of the month. I just pay off the balance from my business checking account. This way, I never have to touch or worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's something I probably should have done, but I think like I got a new credit card. I took one credit card off, and then Facebook says like you can never use that credit card again, basically. And so yeah, that kind of threw me off. And then I don't know, I just like, well, I'll just put it in a checking account, and I didn't mind because it was my business account. But yeah, I've had to like replenish it.
Yeah, definitely like in the future, man, you gotta put it on a credit card for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Or else you're gonna run into the stuff. It's gonna be a nightmare.
Yeah, so that's that was a big hiccup over the weekend. And but I also had like my calendar like booked for like one day. I had like I think 5 scheduled calls, and not one of them showed up. So that was really disappointing.
Those are sales
Uh,
calls.
They were a mixture of both actually, like some demos, some discovery calls.
Okay.
And but you know, it's just like whatever, like pressing on.
How many SMS follow up do you did?
I'm sorry.
How many before the sales call? How many follow up SMS did you did?
So I think Rodarte, what he's asking you is like what you're doing after the discovery call. I think that's what he's asking.
Oh, okay. So all the automations are for the like pre-discovery call. So you know, they opt in, and then it's like the hey, thanks for opting in, like obviously automated stuff. And then like 2 minutes later, 3 minutes later, it's another text message that's more personalized. It's me saying like, hey, first name, this is Dan. I saw that you know, had a call scheduled for whenever it was, like a few days from now, or whatever. And then in the like, do you mind if I get a website so I can check you guys out before we get our call, so I can like, you know, learn about your business. And then it's probably about like half and half, like where they'll message me you know a website. And then so like as I'm going throughout my day, like if I get a message on my phone from Go High Level with a website, I'll go ahead and message them back like manually, hey, thanks for that. And then I'll say, hey, I'm ready now. I can talk now if you can. And more often than not, they'll say, yeah, I'm free. Or sometimes they'll say, no, I can only meet you at whatever time we scheduled. So then I have it set to 1 hour and 3 minutes before the scheduled call. There's another text that goes out, and it's again from me. It says, hey, first name, this is Dan. Our scheduled time is for or I'll call you promptly at the time. And it says like, so about an hour from now. And I chose an hour and 3 minutes just because I felt like people can catch on if it was like exactly an hour, like I don't know, like it seems automated. So I just kind of said like an hour, 3 minutes, and it's about an hour from now. And then yeah, so that's what I've been doing. But
What kind of business is the person that didn't show up?
these are for my niche ads. So for HVAC.
HVAC.
Yeah.
He's doing Quill, he's doing a different funnel than you. He did the 6 figure in 6 weeks, he closed the deal. Now he's doing a niche funnel. So he has ads that go to HVAC business owners. They go to a funnel, and then from the funnel, they get automated messages, like he said, manual message, like he said, and then he does the discovery call. And then what he's saying, Quill, what he's saying is he had a bunch of discovery calls. He had a bunch of people book a sales call, and out of those people that booked a sales call, nobody showed up. And so
Correct.
your question, and so Rodarte, I think Quill's question is here. What's going on here? Are you doing anything here? That's what his question. That's my question as well. Is what's going on here? Did you have anything go out before the sales call? Did you have any touch points or anything like that, or no?
The touch points before the discovery call, yes.
Sales call. Sales call.
Before the sales call.
So these are the 5 calls that you had. Were those sales calls or discovery calls that you're supposed to have that they didn't show up to?
I can let me look right now. Actually, I just go to my calendar.
Sorry, I was on the person that called sales calls.
No, these
Discovery
were
call.
like, there was like let's see, 1, 2. So like on a Thursday, it was 3 discovery calls and no, 2 discovery calls, 2 sales calls. And then Friday was the next day was where I had 5, and that was 1, 2, 3. all discovery calls. So 5 discovery calls and nobody showed up.
Okay, so
Even with the touch points of like the automations and like asking for the website and then saying, I can talk now.
it's not that serious. Like, so
Yeah.
I would be concerned if these are 5 sales calls and they didn't show up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, then I'd be like, okay, what's going on with your discovery call? If these are 5 people that didn't show up to discovery call, I mean, it's probably, you probably just had a bad day, man. Because it sounds like your other cases, most people are, maybe it's 50% that are showing up, so that's not too shabby. It sounds like it was just a bad day. Yeah, okay. Does that answer your question, by the way, Quill? Does that help you a little bit?
Yeah, it would be interesting to know why those maybe Wi-Fi calls, like where you have 3 discovery and 2 sales. Is that correct?
So on Thursday, he had 2 sales calls and then 2 discovery calls on Thursday.
Oh,
Friday,
okay.
Friday is he had 5 discovery calls and nobody showed.
Okay, it's interesting because if there is appointment there, why they didn't show our list? They say, look, I'm not gonna make it. It's not. It's okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, I can kind of tell when if they're quiet. I don't get anything back. I kind of know it's gonna be no show, but I try anyway. And I'll do like the double dial. I'll text, and then I'll do double dial, leave a message, and the text. Like, hey, do you need more time? Kind of a thing, and then even if it's like, okay, it's been like 15, 20 minutes, I'll say, okay, like let's reschedule when works for you.
Yeah, all that is right.
Yeah.
Those 5, were you like surprised that they didn't show, or were they pretty quiet?
They're pretty quiet. The one I was surprised. One was a surprise he answered, or no, sorry, that was Saturday. I had one on Saturday that he answered. I was surprised about a sales call on Thursday because this is the guy I had a discovery call before the Labor Day holiday, and he didn't want to meet during the holiday because of like he's like, no, you spend it with your family, and like he was just insistent. Like I'm thinking like, dude, I will make a sale on a holiday, I don't care. And then but he just kind of said, no, you spend time with your family. I'm not gonna take no for an answer. Like you just do that. I'm like, all right. So when it works for you. And then like he was pretty quiet when I was like reaching out to him. Hey, looking forward to it. See you tomorrow. Nothing. And then the day of he was just like absent. So
he was absent on the sales call.
Yeah, no show.
And he was quiet.
Yeah, like leading up to it, it was like crickets.
So the discovery itself, like you hit it out the park, and then the nurture afterwards.
Yeah, but I guess nothing surprised me because like that one, my very, very first niche discovery call that I thought absolutely like drilled and like got perfect. The guy was like wanted to hear more. He said, "Yeah, let's schedule a time." Like I thought I made him feel like I thought I made him feel heard. Was like he had issues as far as like stepping on his neck, as you say. And then when it came down to the sales meeting, it was just a day. There was a day in between. So like I think it was I called him on a Tuesday for the discovery call. He could not meet on Wednesday. We had to make it for Thursday. And then so just 2 days from then, and he was just a no-show. And since then I've called him, I've texted him. And I even called him, and then he texted me. So I texted him. I'm like, hey, it's Dan. We talked a while back about growing your HVAC business. He's like, what has changed? Like, what's like, are you still interested? Kind of thing, and just nothing. So, onward.
These are these numbers up to date, or are they not up to date? Your numbers.
Hey, about that, I don't know. I guess I think I've been doing the wrong one then, because they're up to date, but they're on my. Is it a different?
They should be this one, niche funnel KPIs.
Oh, you know what? I'm doing the acquisition funnel KPIs. That's what I've been updating.
So you were updating. So August. So this is last month. Are these up to date?
Yeah, they're up to date. September is too. Yeah.
So you got 29, 39, 30. You got 37 people to book a call with you. Is that right?
To book a call, yeah, because that's the opt-in is a booked call, yes.
Okay. And then the sales meetings, you've had 5. You had 5 sales meetings.
Yep.
How many discovery calls have you had?
16 in August.
16 live discovery calls. So you've had 16 live discovery calls. You've had 5 live sales calls.
Total, yeah.
Okay. And you've had
60 discovery call in how long?
August.
From August, September, 2 months, 1 month. That's pretty awesome. 60.
16.
Oh, 16 still. That's pretty awesome. 16. Okay. 16.
16 divided by 37. So here's what I'm doing. I'm doing 16 divided by 37. That's giving me a 43% conversion rate in terms of getting people to show up to the discovery call. Not too shabby. So again, this is why earlier I wasn't worried about you in terms of your process. Obviously, you see, like you're thinking high level, like, yo, I'm gonna call you here in about an hour, and you got 1 hour, 3 minutes. So like you get it. Like this stuff you're not struggling with. And then when I look at your 16, I'm sorry, yeah, 16. I'm sorry, 5 divided by 16. This is where I see an issue. So this is like 33%. So you're basically getting 1 out of 3 people to the sales call. I'd like to see around 8. I mean, maybe this sample size isn't large enough, but half of the people. Does that make sense, Rodarte? So
Yeah.
say you got 16 discovery calls, I'd like to see half of them show up to the sales call. And then out of these people that show up to a sales call, I'd like to see a 20% close rate. So 8 times 2, that's basically a 1.6. So you should have basically a 1.6 close so far. One, you should technically, yeah. Ideally, you would have 1 close right now. And
Yeah,
just
that was
kind
a heartbreaker.
no, I mean it's cool. Like you've had 5 live sales calls, which means if you close 1 out of 5, your conversion rate of getting people from discovery to the sales is not as high as I'd like it to be, which means that we have to work on your discovery call. That's what that number is telling me. And then in terms of your sales call, 1 out of 5 should be a close. So maybe you close your next one or within the next 2, then I'd be like, oh, okay, that's average, that's fine. But still, you have to get more of the discovery calls to show up to the sales call. You have to do that.
Yeah.
So if I look at, for example, Aman's numbers, so live discovery
Okay. Here we go. Okay.
sales meetings. So Aman's numbers have been not the best for the last 2 months. I've been drilling him on that. But if I look at these months right here, so let's say, so we got 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, we got 17 people that he had a live discovery call. Live sales meetings, 4, 5. So 5 divided by 17, that's not even good, actually. Maybe his numbers are not, maybe I'm not pulling up the right numbers here. Live sales call, so 9. Okay, so this is healthy. This is what I meant. So he's got 18 discovery calls. 9 of them he's going to push to a live sales call, and then he's going to close 2 of them. Like that's something that's healthy. That hopefully that makes sense. So your live sales calls 18. I'm sorry, live discovery call 18. Live discovery calls 18. Live sales calls 9. 20% conversion rate. That's healthy. That's why
That's better than 20, right? Because it's
this would be healthy metrics.
Yeah. So when you update this and like, after a year, do you like replace the information? Do you just like keep going? What do you do?
Just keep going month after month after month. Because what you're going to be able to see is you're going to be able to start seeing like ebbs and flows. That's the key. Is you're going to notice, for example, oh, summer is really good, and then winter is always really bad. You'll start noticing these patterns.
Okay, and do you add it to the right, do you add it to the left? Like, because this is kind of broken up weird, I think, isn't it?
I like adding it to the left because I don't want to be going all the way to the right to look at the data. I want to always be looking at the closest. Because
Yeah.
I'm looking at this, because I'm like, okay, what the hell is this number? Like if I come like this, I don't know what the heck this number is. But if I keep it here, I know the numbers, and I know that it's this.
Make it easy.
So I know what the KPI is, I know what the average is, and I know what that given month is.
Okay.
That's how I like to do it.
I think on the list that I have, going back to my niche funnel KPI, is all that like I thought this was broken, to be honest. I think that's why I started doing it on the six figure, because it just looked like I thought it was like
So
broken up weird.
So I got it set up for you. So just I would say, so when did you start launching the ads? July,
My niche
June?
ads were July, end of July.
Okay, so in that case, then I'll just go and delete this. So, update this, and then this, and then this should if you need help with this should update this, but this should be pretty common sense as well for you.
Okay, yeah. And then just
Well,
should I just delete October then? Because that's not,
doesn't even make sense. Because you didn't do October, did you? These aren't your
no.
numbers.
Maybe I was inputting. I don't know where I don't know what that's from, to be honest. But so when you add to the left of September, like how do
You
do you
do
just
this.
move everything, add a new column, and it has the same formula?
I think I might have deleted formulas. Yeah, so I think I may have even, I don't know why the formulas aren't showing up. Your case is weird.
That's why it wasn't adding up for, I think that's why I went on to the six figure.
I'll tweak it for you. Don't worry about it.
Okay, thank you.
So yeah, let's do that. Let's look at your numbers. I mean, what you're telling me is 16. Yeah, so I mean, it's not terrible, man. Like Rodarte by any means. I mean, I'm looking at on stuff right now.
The exact same video camera that we use to create all of our video. $54,000, and it costs $1,500 a day just to rent.
Quill, are you watching my opt-in page? Are you watching my thank you page video? Somebody's watching.
Yeah. Yes, I am. I'm just checking something here in the funnel. Yep. Sorry, I'm
So-
muted now.
So this needs to be updated. So we'll put a C here. C here. Let's put a C here. Sorry, I just want to see if maybe I can find something here to share with you. Actually, that's wrong. See. Okay. So live discovery calls, live sales meetings. So 37 divided by 151. Okay. So your case is 5 divided by 16. Okay, it's not bad. Your numbers are not bad, Rodarte. Here I'm just like comparing to mine as a baseline. So if I do 37 divided by 151, that gives me a 24% conversion rate. Okay. Yours is a 5 divided by 16, which is actually higher. So your conversion is 31%. So it's actually within KPI. It's actually healthy. It's fine. Does that make sense? What I just said?
Yeah.
Your numbers are okay.
I just obviously would love to close somebody so I get a cost of acquisition, but
Yeah.
I don't have that yet.
So yeah. Yeah. So all I'm saying is like your numbers are fine still. If you close a deal within like 1 or 2 sales calls, then I would say you're fine. Everything's normal, everything's healthy. And that's like just what it's supposed to be.
Okay.
And I think honestly, it sounds like you had a close the other day. And here's the other thing I'll just go over with you and with
Yeah.
everybody else. What I have noticed, guys, is this. Some people show up to the sales call and they're either ready to buy or they're not ready to buy. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. Like, for example, Rarte, it sounds like she came on that call and she was just ready to buy. You'll have that in that case. Like most people, when they hop on a sales call, they're either not going to buy no matter what you do, they're going to buy as long as you don't shit the bed. And then there's a bunch of people that are kind of sort of in the middle gray.
Who are you talking about ready to buy in regards to me?
So there, let's say there's like 10 people that hop on a sales call. You're going to have like 2 to 3 people that are just ready to buy. You're going to have like 2 to 3 people that are just never going to buy. And then everybody else is like in the middle. There's like 60% in the middle. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like everybody is like these are going to be the layups. It's like you just have to not shit the bed. And so Rodarte, it sounds like you actually had that already. It was that one lady.
What lady? I'm sorry.
It was the lady or the dude, the one that you said that they were ready to buy, they wanted to buy, and then they, pussied out the last minute. They're like, oh,
Yeah.
this is right now. That was
Yeah.
that was this person, by the way. And so this is what I mean is like a 20% conversion rate in terms of your sales call. That 20% is usually these people right here. So usually you should be like the purpose of being good at sales is that these you're closing because they're layups, and then these people right here, you're going to close a certain percentage of these people. You're going to fight in tooth and nail for these people. Honestly, these are like the most exhaustive people. So you're closing these people, a percentage of them, you're fighting tooth and nail. These people better be layups. You better close them. And then these people right here, you're just not going to close no matter what. So don't stress too much about it. And that's how the numbers work, 20%. Go ahead, Quill.
What sells like price strategy do you have? Like, do you have the if you pay, let's say in full, you get 20% discount or free to fee or result? What sell prices strategy do you have?
Yeah, so for me, I just do like what I explained to Jeremy earlier on, which is like, hey, it's this price point.
Is the question was Daniel?
Oh, Daniel.
Yeah.
Oh, that was mine. I
Yeah.
tried different, to be honest. Like the one that Coach Chick was talking about was on the discovery call. The qualification question I ask is, can you afford $30 a day in ads? So $900 a month. And if they say yeah, no problem, then I can, okay, so we'll meet on the call. And that's just to get them to see where they're at. Like, because some people will be like, oh, $900, and then I know like, okay, well, you can't afford me. Like, that's gonna be an issue. But if they don't bat an eye, then okay, we'll meet on the call. And then I say, yeah, the ad spend is $900 a day, but then my services is, I said 1,500.
And do you lock them in contract for like 3 months, or is
On a
canceled?
niche, I haven't closed anybody. He's talking about I got close where somebody it was a late call on Zoom, and they said yes, and I went to go send them the link to pay, and they were just like, you know what, can we just do it tomorrow? We're tired, and I didn't want to be too pushy, so I said okay, yeah. So I sent, and then the next day they backed out. I said no. But that would have been for 2,400 a month, including 900 ad spend. So I was even
1,200.
thinking like, so my fee was 1,500.
Yeah.
But I've done the math. It was, and ahead of time, I would say like, so what Koshik was saying was the 1,500 times 3. That's 4,500 for 3 months. I say if they want to lock me in for 3 months, I'll take $1,000 off the 4,500. So they're paying me 3,500 for 3 months, which is, what's that a month?
Yeah. Okay.
So like 1,100, 1,200, 1,150 a month,
So,
and then but that's not including the ad spend. So, but
it seems,
whether or not that works, I mean, it hasn't worked yet. So
yeah, it seems she's holding back because money, because she already was almost sure in the sell call, but then the money, like she's a little bit fair to pay.
For her, it was and it was a few weeks ago, Quill, but when we went through, it was an uncertainty doubt objection. You'll learn about that. There are three kinds of objections. There's partner spouse, there's finances, and then there's uncertainty doubt. It was an uncertainty doubt. It actually wasn't finances. And you'll learn about that. So anyways, really quick, guys, I just wanted to, for everybody here, these are healthy numbers. And the cash flow and all this stuff, you can ignore this. Me and Aman, what we're doing is something that's very different. But in terms of ad spend, in terms of cost per acquisition, like this is all very healthy. His numbers are very healthy. So live discovery calls, he's had 151. Live sales meetings 37, which is about 25%. So he's basically converting about 25% discovery calls to live sales calls. And then 8 out of 37, he's closed. So it's a 21% close rate. So this is like what very healthy is. This is what very average and healthy is, I would say. So I just want to share with you guys really quick if you guys want to come back and listen to this at the 1 hour 40-minute mark. So Rodarte, like your numbers, man, so far so good. You just got to get it closed in. And then I would say it's fine.
Yeah. So with that though is the demo. So that's where I was kind of.
Yeah. So let's have a look, man. Like, let's just, if you want to pull it up, let's just run through it really quick. I don't know that I'm going to give you advice on it right now. I might give you advice on it later.
Okay. Well, I haven't done anything. So this is the demo from Joel.
Oh, okay.
So I haven't done anything at all. So.
Okay. So maybe just pull it up and just say, hey, Krishi, this is what's brewing in my mind. This is what I think I would do. This is like,
Okay. All right. So. So when I left you the message, like when I was going through it, I was like, yeah, well, I could use my friend for the social proof, but
don't do that.
Yeah, so I don't know when you said like don't omit anything because it's needed, but I don't know what to. Those are the only two options I have, right? Is to omit it or to.
You're gonna do here what you did on the thank you page video where you create the stuff at the bottom of the page. You're gonna do the same thing. Do you remember?
No.
So at the bottom of your thank you page, after they go to the counter page, at the bottom of your thank you page, there's like testimonials and case studies and proof and all that stuff that you had to put it as a placeholder.
Are you talking about free video commercial?
Oh, I'm talking about your here. Where is your funnel? Can I get a link? Can I get to a link to your thank you page?
Yeah, it's just a thank you. That's why I'm confused. I don't have anything on there. Let me see. You want this page here?
Yeah.
This is all it is.
Man, you're getting away with murder. You're getting away with murder. That's not the thank you page the other guys have. First, we look forward to speaking with you. Yeah. So the typical page everybody's running. I mean, look, if it's working for you, I'm not going to say anything. If it's working for you, that's fine. The average thank you page. I'll give you an example here.
You need to stop sharing my screen?
Yeah, you stop sharing for a second. So the average thank you page, again, if we look at Aman's thank you page, if we look at I don't have Jorge's thank you page, if we have Adam and Tony's thank you page, the framework, the format is this. Do not close this page until you have follow those instructions. You have like the diagram, logo. Thank you for booking. You have this video to watch about them. This is something extra for Aman, but then this is what I was referring to. So having some results, having some stuff to share. This is what I was referring to. I was like, whatever you did to make this work is what you would do for your presentation. It would be the same thing.
Is it that the thank you page after the onboarding call? Oh, no, this
is for the niche funnel. This is a different thing. Yeah, you'll get to this later, Quill. This isn't something you have to worry about right now. This is something, yeah, it's a little bit different. So Rodarte, this is what I meant, is like, you know how you have some stuff and what we have to do is we have to have placeholders, right? This is all like placeholder stuff. This is a real testimonial, but all this other stuff is like placeholders for Aman. And he just never like switched it out. He'll switch it out later. I think actually some of this stuff might be real. Actually, yeah, this is real. This is real. So it's just like having stuff in place to show. And so if you can read between the lines, that's what I'm saying to you. You have to do that in your particular case. So if you want to go back and share your screen, in terms of your presentation.
Oh,
Yeah, so this is what I meant. Is like, don't do this. Instead, have something HVAC related. Have a story to tell. That's the only thing you can do. That's the only way to make it work. And then eventually, you're going to switch it out, and you're going to put in an actual HVAC business owner.
okay.
Does that make sense? Like maybe that was like the missing piece this whole time. That like this is why I thought this was obvious to you, and now I'm realizing why it's not obvious to you.
Because they say, oh, look, all results, they already get down in the memory. And they say they got interest. I'm going to the phone call or the discovery call or the sales call.
And then what about like these KPIs that I don't have for that?
Same thing, same psychology.
Interesting.
Okay, and
You had this. Here's what I'll say, Rodarte. You might be feeling like weird about this. Here's what I'll tell you. If you had this, you would have closed the last deal. If you close the last deal, you begin her results, and then you'd be able to replace this. It's the chicken versus the egg thing. You got to have it, or else you're not
Yes.
gonna.
and then as far as this, so like I'm left you notes, and like before seeing this, it was more like together we'll craft, like just again going off of the free video commercial. It was like together we'll craft an ad. So then
So this,
I'm telling them like, hey, this is the ad we're running.
yes, exactly.
And then so now I got to figure out, well, which ad is that? Because I don't have.
So I sent you some stuff this past weekend. So yep. That video, and then if you look at that script,
Yeah, I watched it. I watched it actually.
okay. So there's a part of it where we're asked them, okay, so what do you want more help with? Oh, I want help with this. Okay, what services exactly are you selling? Are you selling? So actually, I'll show you. Let me show you something. If you want to stop sharing your screen for a second.
Okay.
So I added to that, by the way. There's something that was missing. Is objective number 5, ask specific questions to help if you can determine if you can help them. So this is niche specific. So for me, for example, one of the questions I ask is, hey, are you willing to move from a video centered offer to a digital marketing centered offer? Something I'm gonna ask is, hey, do you have a nurse practitioner that's licensed in there? Because we run Botox offers. Our stuff is not gonna work for you if you don't have a registered nurse in there, right? So these are specific questions. So I just want to share that with you to know that I added that within the script.
Okay.
But if we look at, for example, I'll give you like Cam did a good job of this. Where's the script? So, okay, where is it? Okay, so objective 2 is figure exactly what product service that they want more help selling. Understand why, and then let them know that you can help them with that. So if somebody tells you that they want more Invisalign customers, then on your sales call, you're going to present them with Invisalign stuff, not teeth whitening stuff. So that's literally objective 2, right? And so Cam's version was this. So what exactly are you looking for? You're looking for more customer, more specific type, but like specifically what type of customer? For example, are you looking for people with 2 furnaces, people in a specific area? We have a few clients that only carry portable hyper vacs, so they want apartment buildings. What is it specifically that you're looking for? So this is where they're going to tell you what they're looking for. So remember the last call that you had, they said they wanted to sell something, and then you said you're going to sell something. This is so crucial. They're going to tell you what they want. And then on your presentation, you're going to build your demo, your machine around that. And again, we're going to figure out the machine, we're going to make all that stuff work. Does that make sense? So just
Yeah.
use discovery call to ask them exactly what they want. Then go in there and then tweak up your sales page, and you just want to close the deal. You just want to make the sale. And as time progresses, we're going to revamp all this stuff. But that's what you got to be doing right now.
Okay.
It's we kind of sort of did that on the free video commercial. Like you would have a conversation with them, and then like right before the sales call, you would tweak up the machine and everything, right? It's kind of sort of the same thing. You're kind of in that process again.
Okay.
Connecting the cables have to be all of very well connected so the machine works properly.
Makes sense?
Makes-
Yeah.
Okay, if you want to pull it up, maybe we can just keep going, and maybe just I just want to make sure you have clarity so that you don't feel stuck or lost of what you need to do.
Okay. So basically you're saying like just to like make this stuff up, but I don't know what I did there.
Oh, and welcome to video lesson titled How Much?
Okay, so that's easy enough, I guess. But as far as like the thank you page, it's just like screen grabs of comments, I guess.
Sure.
Okay.
Don't need to don't need to overcomplicate it.
Okay. Got it.
So a few things for you. Homework. Tweak the discovery call script. Hopefully Cam does not mind me saying this over to you, so you kind of just like see what he's doing, just to have some and again, you can chop it up with Cam to kind of see what he's doing there. But yeah, tweak up the discovery call script, start doing that new thing instead of, I don't know exactly what you're doing right now, just start doing that. And then your another piece of homework is like create this page right here, or I'm sorry, this like PowerPoint, whatever, and then send that over to once you're done. Practice it before, anytime you get any free time you get, practice it.
Okay.
And that's it. That's pretty much it. Just do that.
And then the thank you page, right?
When you say the thank you page, you're talking about your client acquisition funnel?
Yeah.
You know what, man? Like, I guess you could, like maybe that would help. Maybe that would help with people showing up to the discovery call. Maybe that would help with having more trust. My concern, my only worry is just like it's already working. That's the crazy part. Like what you have is like broken, it's working. So that's
It'll work better.
yeah, it's like you got some broken thing. It's like working really well. I'm like, I don't know if I want to touch it.
What
So-
are you suggesting, Daniel?
Daniel's
What are you
wondering,
suggesting?
Daniel's wondering whether he should edit his thank you page because he didn't follow the directions to a T, but his results are fine. That's why.
Okay.
So yeah, that's my advice to you, Rodarte. Other questions, comments, concerns, thoughts?
No. Oh, I turned off one of my ad sets so that there was two advantage ad sets that I had, but the leads started creeping up on one to like, so they were averaging around $50 to $60 a lead, and then this month they went up to like one creeped up to like 90. So
Okay.
I went ahead and turned off that ad set.
Can you pull it up so I can see what you're doing? You got to pull it up on another screen.
Yeah, okay, I'm on the screen. Sorry.
So you turn off the one that was like $100 per lead.
Yeah, turn off this one.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is where is it? Well, I guess it's only 80. But yeah, so I turn off this one. And this is the one that was the older one that where I remember originally, this is the original Advantage ad set.
The one that we had, that we increased the budget, that we turned off, that we turned back on.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And then the one that you have on is the new one.
Yes.
Okay. What is your question?
Oh, I was just letting you know like what I did.
Gotcha. Cool. Yeah, I mean, $78 cost per click is still, yeah. Yeah, I mean, if I'm you, if you want to, you can just duplicate another ad set if you wanted to keep the budget. If you wanted
This
to
one?
if you wanted to keep the calls coming, you duplicate that one or you duplicate the one, but they're the exact same thing, I would assume, right? The settings?
Yeah, they're exact same settings, but this one was I don't know how it works as far as getting like a different pocket of like avatars or whatever. Like, so I don't know if duplicating this is the answer or duplicating the one that works is the answer.
It's a good question. So, what I want you to do is I want you to imagine that this is all like a big pond of where your people are, and then
Yeah.
this is one ad set. They're hanging out here. This is another ad set. This is another ad set. So if you take this ad set and you duplicate it, it's not necessarily that the new ad set is going to be hanging out right here. If you duplicate this ad set, it could show up like here, and wherever it shows up, that's what affects the CPM and the quality. So
Okay.
it doesn't matter whether you duplicate the top one or you duplicate that one, in my experience.
So you're saying either or?
Yeah, if you want to be safe, go and just duplicate the old one, right? Just to be safe. But in my experience, it doesn't make a difference.
Okay.
Yeah. What else you got for me?
I think that's it.
Cool. So yeah, big things. I mean, look, Rodarte, you sound tired, man. Maybe it was the weekend, but you're still within KPI. The numbers are still okay. I think the thing for you, like genuinely, honestly, here's what I think happened. I think that last sales call that you had, I think that your discovery call is not optimized and you're still pushing people to a sales call, which is like good. It's not the best, but now what you're doing is now you're going to tweak up your discovery call. So it should be even better. Your discovery call should be even better. It should be better than it was last week. And last week should have been better before the week before. So you're slowly getting better. And within the number of sales calls you've had, that's even normal. And here's why I think truly happened. I think you shit the bed with the sales call. That's what I think happened. I love you, but that's what happened. And that's okay. You just didn't know. With her, you didn't know what you have to be saying on the discovery call. You know what you be saying on the sales call. She was a layup. She's one of those people that are the layup, and she should have been who you close. But moving forward, now, hopefully, when you get another one of her, which hopefully with it is going to be within the next 5 sales call, you're going to close 1 or 2 of those layups, and everything's going to fit in within the numbers. That's what I think is actually going on.
Okay.
Hopefully that logically makes sense to you. If she was a layup, if you had closer, you'd be subbing right now, you'd be all within KPIs. That's just the reality. And the next one that you get, hopefully you're able to close that one, knowing what you know now. Questions, comments, concerns?
For everyone?
Just wondering, I guess my offer is working, right? So I should just leave that. That's another thing I thought of is the offer.
No, what you got your ad level due to, everything's fine. Your ad,
Okay.
it's fine. There's nothing you got to change on your ad level. Nothing. Until your book calls creep up to like $150, your calls are fine. Everything's fine.
Okay.
And that 150 is like big. Like right now, your cost for book calls like what, $60, $50? Do you know?
Cost per what?
Book call. Do you know what your cost for book call is right now?
I had it on there.
I think it's yeah. Well, we don't know if these are up to date or not. Or actually, yeah, these are up to date.
This one is.
So your book call is $60.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, until you get up to like $75, $80, like I would not be concerned. Yeah. Questions? Anything else, Rodarte?
You said cost per discovery call, so basically lead you're talking about, right?
Cost per people to book a call with you.
Okay, yeah,
That's
it's
long
it's
as that within about $60, dude, like you're fine.
okay.
That's not-
Now that I'm looking at this, just one more question was application. Well, this is discovery call. So this is a different niche. Never mind. Or different. Okay, that makes sense now. I was wondering about this application field. There was nothing to put in, so but it's a different.
It's a different funnel type. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you want to, and yeah, you want to tweak it up based off of what the funnel looks like. And this one should be the niche funnel, everybody's running pretty much the same funnel, which is why all the numbers on all the KPIs actually make sense for you guys.
Okay.
Daniel, I have a question for you.
Yes.
What kind of business have reached out to you? What kind of business on leads?
These are all HVAC business. I've niched down, so I'm ahead. So I'm ahead of you. So I'm not doing the
You already picked your niche.
I already picked my niche, and it's HVAC.
Before, what kind of business do you had, like when you were starting out?
The one I closed was a Pilates studio.
Pilates, okay. Pilates, interesting. What other business did they approach to you?
I mean, I don't mean I can go through my
All
feed.
kinds.
Yeah,
All kinds.
I got like 60, man. I don't know.
All kinds. You'll see when you launch it, Quill, you'll see it's just a bunch of different kinds of businesses.
Okay. Hey, I'm just trying to figure out which niche I'm gonna pick. So, yeah, what niche?
I mean, yeah,
Don't worry.
these are just named numbers. I can't even tell you what they are.
Because once you pick one niche, you have to go with that, or you can get many. You can pick maybe two, or just one, and that's it.
Just one.
Just one. That's why you have to get one, and that's it. Okay.
But it's not Quill. You don't have to worry about it for at least another month. Don't worry about it. I know you're thinking
Okay.
about it, but just trust me. Even if you think you're going to do a niche, you're going to probably change your mind in a month. So don't. It's not. There's not much point in terms of stressing out about it right now.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not stressed. I'm like excited. Okay, cool.
Regard to anything else, man?
No,
All
man.
right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Cool, man. Well, keep us posted. Let us know what's going on.
All right.
Thank you so much.
I'll be
Mr.
hopping off. So see you guys.
Mr. Riviera.
All right.
What's up?
Not much, man. Anything different? Any progress?
Nothing really too much to update on the personal funnel. I did get one lead, a real dentist. Called him but didn't answer, so I'm gonna call him probably after this call, see if later in the evening when they're out of work, follow up. But I did get one recently.
How much have you spent on ads since making the tweaks? Because what I'm curious about is like how much did that cost you?
Okay, probably let me actually go into this. Well, I tried, I flipped on a couple ad sets, right? We talked about like open targeting, and then that one didn't really do too hot. I did turn that one off recently, just because it wasn't getting any real dentist. But I'd say, you want to know about just this specific ad set that got the lead, or since I kind of had the ones I switched on and then switched off, like you want me to include those?
I'd be curious about like how much, both in terms of how much has been spent since we were messing around finagling with stuff, and then versus like how much you spent on that particular ad set that brought in that book call.
Okay, so yeah. The last week I spent $350, and then to get this one lead, this ad set took $44 to get to the lead.
Okay, so 350 is obviously a lot, but 44 44 is fine. 44 for this is fine. Okay. So I guess like what's the mindset, or I'm not the mindset, but what's the game plan moving forward? Is we're just going to leave this one on and just keep our fingers crossed and assume.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it did get a new dentist. The unique click-through rate's kind of trash. It's like 0.37. I do want to like throw another horse in the race with maybe trying to look like audience. So compiling that right now, it's a little messy because I have stuff from when I did the cold DMs back in the day, an Excel doc from that, with a ton of emails, and then also obviously the ones I'll have to kind of sift for the real ones for Go High Level. But I'm hoping to compile like a huge list there so I could get a look like audience hopefully out by tonight. But I hope not to change what I do have running right now. I'm thinking of just doing like a secondary ad set to run alongside it kind of thing.
Yeah, fair. Anything else any question that you have? I mean, it sounds like there's not, there's just,
Yeah, it's more of an update. Not really. I mean, just tomorrow, my buddy was like, "Hey man, I mean, she's more of like a kid's orthodontist, but she is open to adult Invisalign. She markets Invisalign on a lot of her pamphlets. My buddy's just a really solid dude. He's always through me, lead sometimes. Sometimes he doesn't want something from me. He just wants this, he's a really good guy, but he kind of is the main connect to this person, Dr. Beta. But yeah, I'm just curious, like, he didn't really say much. It's not like he like put like, he basically was at an event, saw the office manager. He's been doing like little like, touch points once in a while, and they kind of just leave him on scene. But when he was at this event, they're just like, "Hey, are you Mateo?" And then he's like, "Hey," and stuff. And the office manager's like, "Yeah, we watch your videos all the time. Like, we know we need to, it takes spending money to make money. And, we've really thought about marketing, and we do it now, but, we're just looking at, how can we, spice it up." So, that's when he kind of led with the free video offer. I mean, this is what he's just telling me. I'm sure he's condensing it, but yeah, I'm just showing up tomorrow. We were both invited to her office. She just wants to learn more about it. So, I read your thing about the, yeah, and I do agree. Like, if she's getting great results, like, maybe we sell her on video and we just feed her, really good engaging content. But if she's doing like she's getting trash results, then she may be open to, similar to Dr. Chase. Like, as soon as he was on a contract, he called me up and then we did business together. So yeah, I guess I'll just have to I probably will
right?
have more questions once I get to it, because I really don't know where her mind's at or what her true pain is.
I think if I were you, I would have a look at this script. So the free video commercial, if you scroll down,
Mm-hmm.
Archetype 4, which is they're currently running ads.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much just like, hey, like pretty much like, hey, look, you invited us both out. I guess I was curious, like, what made you? She'll probably say something about video and then see, okay, well, what's that video going to do? Try to get her to say something about leads and customers. Get her to be like, okay, well, I guess like, what were you specifically looking for? Actually here's why I go to like specifically, what do you look for? I know that you're already running ads and doing some stuff to sell this thing. What exactly are you trying to sell more of? She might say that thing, or she might say, for example, Invisalign. Got it. Okay. What's your LTV? Da da da. She says, yeah. And then go into like, okay, well, I guess like, what are you currently doing to sell Invisalign? Are you running ads for that? Are you not running ads for that? And if she's not running, have you seen if she's running ads for that by any chance or
I,
no?
I went to her ad library. She is currently running ads. Yeah, for Invisalign, like $1,000 off.
Okay, so she is doing Invisalign, and then is she running ads for any other services?
It looked like maybe one or two Invisalign ads, and then I'm actually gonna try to find it. But yeah, one or two Invisalign ads, and then like another post or two for like generic, like, hey, new patient specials, and like she's trying that kind of generic, like just get somebody in the door route. I think so.
Um, so what I had, so in this particular case, I mean, dude, you know, you'll know by question 3 if her ads are working well or not. I would probably delve deeper in terms of, it's like, okay, got it. So in terms of
Yeah.
your ads, it's like, how much are you spending on this campaign? What's it turning around doing for you? What's this? Got it. So do you feel pretty, on a scale of 1 to 10, like how good do you feel? Um, thanks. Um, so yeah, I mean, it's I'm not seeing anything crazy in terms of the creative. It's gonna be By the way, like, see if she's getting better results than you, by the way. If she
Yeah,
is,
yeah,
like,
see which one. Right.
somebody that you want to have a conversation with. By the way, I watched a really good YouTube video that was recommended. I was recommending to Aman.
Okay.
He has an orthodontist agency. Um, so this is just off topic, but like you should watch that and check that guy out.
For sure.
Um, again, the title and everything is there.
Cool. Thank you.
But so Dr. Binta, okay. So yeah, and if you come to find that she's just really fantastic, very good with her ads, like, yeah, it's not going to be an ad sale. But what I have seen is I have seen people do things like they get like a free video business card, and then you have to like sell them on like what would be necessary to make that work. And so that now you'd go back to your video strategy days, and you'd
Mhm.
have to explain like, hey, this is the thing that you get for free, but it's not going to work unless you have this, 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 and this
Mhm.
is what we're actually charging for. So that's what I've seen work really well. I've seen people do something like this, and then they do like 30 short form pieces of content, and they charge for that. So that's how you would most
Yeah.
likely. So
Yeah, because I was thinking, yeah, good leaning into that, obviously, but maybe I don't know how you would ethically say it, or say it like tactfully, but it's like it's like, because I told my buddy, I'm like, dude, we could kill it with video, we could even use some of the winning ads that work, but truly, if we hand it to this, she throws it to her agency, they can drop the ball. Maybe they're not doing correct targeting, or there's so many quality controls we don't have control over when we just are the video guys. So I don't know how we would tell her that. So that way, you get me, like, it's just like, I'm just like, like you said, like we have this video, but it takes this to work. She may be like, oh, I already have that. Well, I already have an agency that can, we just give the assets to. So I'm just curious, like, how would I handle that?
um I feel like what you're doing is she's already solving direct response marketing, right? She's already doing that. She's already doing paid
Mhm.
ads. And so the way you would do the video is your video content would not serve direct response marketing. It would serve organic. And so
Mhm.
she has to really believe like her website needs to be revamped, her social media needs to be revamped. And
Mhm.
honestly, the truth is you're selling her, frankly, you're selling her bullshit.
That's what I was thinking.
Selling her- not gonna sell her bullshit. But that's it. That's only
I mean, if it gets us the foot in the door, and honestly, it sounds like, her mind is, from what it sounds like from the office manager, she's been wanting video. She's been wanting video. That's kind of like what my buddy said, like the office manager was kind of repeating. So
lean
he's
into
picked up
that.
some patterns.
Lean into that and figure out why. Like really figure out why. Maybe she is of the mindset where she's like, hey, look, I need to rebrand my website, this and that. She truly feels like it would actually help her business. If so, fucking take her money and just sell it to her.
For sure.
That,
For sure.
that's how I play it.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's her website? Do you have her website?
Yeah, I haven't looked that far ahead. My buddy kind of just told me the last couple hours. Beta Orthodontics, maybe Dr. Beta. I think it actually, I have a pamphlet here.
I think this is it. River, I think,
BetaOrthodontics.com.
yep, I got it.
Oh yeah.
So as I look at this, if she is saying she wants video, this is why. Yeah, this is why. It's because she doesn't have any video. So
She
yeah,
has two clinics too, by the way.
okay. So yeah, this would be your traditional video business strategy stuff, bro. She just has a bunch of photos, stock images. She has nothing in terms of video. If we look at her, like her social media, have you looked at her social media?
Yeah, I did a little bit. It's a little plain Jane. Nothing
So that's,
crazy.
I think she wants it from, my opinion is she genuinely either thinks it's going to help her grow her business, or it's just like something to check off the box. Like,
Mhm.
yeah,
Mhm.
where is she based?
Um, I know she has an office in NC. I think right now she's currently in Porter Ranch, California.
So I would assume. So here's, you might want to write this down. Okay, interesting. So
She's up there.
she does pull up right here. So
Yeah.
did she have to do anything Google My Business? Did she have to do anything to get up here? Just based off your experience?
I'd have that as my buddy. I don't think they really got it. I mean, we haven't actually talked to her directly. It's just through the office manager. You know, my buddy was talking to her at some event. So,
Well,
um,
my guess is if she's thinking in terms of marketing, if she's thinking in terms of direct response, she's maybe thinking this could be a pain point is people come in here, they type in orthodontic, whatever, or they're searching, and then this is coming up, they click here, they go to a website, and she has probably heard at least a few times, hey, I haven't seen any videos. I don't know if you guys are legit. I don't know what's going on. That's probably the pain point. That if
yeah,
I were, and that's something that you could solve for.
yeah,
That's my guess. And then the question, you have to sit down and really be like, okay, how do I actually like you have to lean into that and make her really feel that and be like, okay, you're right, you do need content, but here's what I'm seeing. When I come to this page and you click on refer a friend or you click on this, there's not enough stuff here. And so you have to make it more painful
yeah,
and then
yeah.
allow you to increase complimentary consultation. And you're you're gonna say, hey, look, you need to spice up this stuff. Nobody's gonna want to do a consultation if they don't know the value of it. So what I would do is have a video here and I would explain da da da. I would write a script out for you, and then you'd give them a bonus or something. That's what's really gonna make this page work for you. Otherwise, this page is stupid. COVID-19. You can put the fear of God into her and say, hey, look, you already get what I'm getting at with this. Like COVID, anybody can say this, but like, what are your actual practice and stuff like that? You could go like and what we would do in our
Yeah,
all the stuff that you learn in video strategy.
yeah, yeah. The thing I tried to purge and get rid of is now coming back, coming back for its final.
Yeah.
Uh,
But hey, man, if she wants to pay you, like, take it.
right. I mean, yeah, it's a foot in the door, and then if her agency shits the bed, then she may be more. I'm already in the door in a sense. So, yeah, just trying to foster this relationship. So we'll see what happens. I'll let you know. But yeah, I think yeah, I'm definitely I already have filmed some of Mason's stuff. His kind of he helped me with the script and stuff. So I just gave that to my editor. We're gonna dice it up and then I'll go with the follower. I'll let you know how it goes if I get stuck there. But so far Mason gave me pretty much all the resources I need. I don't really want to jump ship on the current funnel, but at the same time, it's been a minute since I got any really results. But I am glad I got a real dentist recently, so I'll just keep that active until I can see if it changes.
Yeah. Sounds good, man. Like dude, I'm with you, man. Like, you know, damn near everybody, I'm using the exact same playbook and it's just,
Mhm.
and dentist is the one. And
It's notorious.
yeah, it's the only one I've seen people are doing lead form ads for. They're not going to funnel. It's the only B2B thing. And I'm
Mhm.
scratching my head. It's like you, bro. I'm scratching my head. I
Yeah,
thought
yeah,
it felt really good when we had that little streak. I'm like, okay, good. We don't have to worry about this anymore. We could focus on sales. So
yeah,
I,
yeah. It's hit
I
and
would
miss. Oh, sorry, what was that, Koshik?
nothing. I want you to know, like, I see the hard work you're putting in,
Oh, thank you.
and you keep drilling. And I wish I feel bad. I genuinely I feel bad, and I wish.
No, dude, no. I just feel like sometimes it's mentally taxing, but at the same time, I'm like, it kind of, fire creates diamonds. Whenever something's not working, I literally just try, I don't know, I just throw everything at the wall, see what sticks. So, but I think you help me kind of keep my head because I can get into kind of too details like the font, the text, the colors, so I could go on a whole route that I most likely can just be a lot of hours sunken in. So, yeah, as long as I know kind of like like some type of route I can try or some play, I'll do it because I forgot what originally got the ad to really work. It was like a small tweak in the text on the above the video. I remember just skyrocketed one of the ads versus the others. So but yeah, to say, it is a little mentally taxing sometimes, but I think at the same time, just like, well, I still get like some layups from like my buddy. I'm going to this event this week to talk to a bunch of dentists. There'll be a bunch there, so And I don't think I would have been as confident had I not gone through the funnel, because I wouldn't have gone through the discovery call, the sales calls, and not even have a system, right? I have like a template now I can kind of turn to kind of help. I already know 100% it's going to help me during the event, because I can tend to overthink. So having stuff that like I actually have real data and real like templates and stuff, like I could feel like I'm kind of more excited for the event.
We got some wins, got some losses, got some wins, but
Yeah, I did get, I mean, even though Dr. Taj is hit or miss, I did get her close, and she was a client that came for direct from the funnel. So
yeah, it's a win, bro. It's definitely a
yeah,
win. That's definitely it's a big one for sure. It's a big win.
yeah. I just don't know if there's something I could be doing better. Like sometimes I feel like, fuck, what am I? Like my buddy put me on some LinkedIn connections just to like, because I was thinking about the whole Instagram DMs, how you told me those numbers actually weren't that bad. And maybe I didn't have any numbers to reference it to. So I thought, oh, those are dog water, like, but maybe, there's something to it. And because I was just like, damn, like I told my buddy, I'm like, I don't know where to find, like, the way I found those dentists was hashtag OC dentist. There's just a ton around me, but I put hashtag dentist and I can't find them.
If you watch that YouTube video that I suggested, that guy, he does orthodontists, and they would spend they would only spend $400 a month on paid ads. And so he shared, yeah. So what he would do is he literally got everybody's email. He got literally every single person's email, and he would just like put them on a blast, and he would create YouTube content, and he would get people to watch that YouTube content, and he would just be all over their Instagram through like awareness. And that's how they grew their business. So I would just check out their stuff. Check out some of their stuff. Check out that guy on YouTube. Study him. Because it could be that, man. Maybe just dentist. I don't fucking know, dude. Like, I'm scratching my
I feel
head.
like they're so busy people, they don't care for social media. So I don't know if they're as active as, I don't know.
They are busy. They just booking. They don't want to spend more time in something that maybe they don't know if it is gonna work. But you know what? If you sell it like in a way like it's automation, they can, because you're not selling more bookings, you're selling time saving.
The problem that we're having, Will, is just getting his calendar booked with dentists using paid ads. And it's just been the biggest challenge for that niche. Every other niche, it's been a walk in the park. But for him, it's just like step 1 is set appointments. Step 2 is close appointments. Step 3 is get your client great results. Step 4 is fire yourself from the bed. That's it. Order of operations. Right now, we're stuck on set appointments. We're stuck on figuring out how to get his calendar filled. And so we're just exploring different things. It's not necessarily sales yet. That's not the issue. The issue is just getting his calendar full. Just trying to figure out, do we use Facebook ads? Do we cold DM? What do we do to get his calendar full? That's the issue.
Calendar full of bookings? That's what you mean?
Getting his calendar full of bookings with discovery calls. That's the main issue right now.
I think because dentists, it's more like it's more like, it's health. It's something more personal. And dentists also, they have packages expensive. So to make the sales, people need to like be original content. Trust. Let's say, oh, look this case. Oh, look the reviews. Oh, this makes sense. I think it's more like in terms of trusting the dentist. Because dentist is more like, oh, I would say recommendations. Who's your dentist? It's more, I recommend this dentist. It's more like healthcare. It's more personal. So we have to be more like strong in the media presence, like quality content, quality of things.
Maybe. And so that's Riviera. What I was saying is like that guy, all he does, his main strategy is he just scraped up all these business owners. He would put them in a sequence, and he would try to get these people to like click on a link, which would take them to YouTube. And then from YouTube, they would binge watch like 5 videos and then book a call with them. That was his strategy. And then he would be omnipresent. So they would constantly always see him. So he'd run Facebook ads, but about $400 a month. So he's probably running like retargeting awareness shit just to like be in front of them. And that's it. And that's how they like business up to like 80K a month.
Okay.
So I don't know, man. Like
I'll look into it. Yeah.
Be something different for, I don't know.
Yeah. Try some new avenues. Yeah, for sure. But I still want to try, like, I do have like 2 more probably audio bits I can take from that video. I mean, just to make it new content, new ad, right? But it is like probably the same framing, so I don't know if Facebook thinks it's the same ad, but I mean, it's new audio and new kind of sound bites, so
If it's new sound bites, like I think that's good enough to trick Facebook into think it's a new
yeah,
thing.
yeah, for sure.
Um,
But yeah, I'll keep you in the know. Yeah, I'll let a lot of live events today with meeting in person tomorrow and then also an event on Saturday. So I'll keep you in the loop for sure.
Let me know tomorrow how it goes, and the next day keep me posted. Let me know if you get some wins. Record yourself. I'd
Oh
love to
yeah,
see.
for sure. Thanks, Koshi. I'm gonna take off here and get some food. So
Sounds good, man.
see you guys.
Yeah. Mr. Jorge, you there?
Yo, I'm here.
What up, bro? What did you want to today?
Really about what did I talk about earlier? Oh, about the automation, the funnel hacking.
Huh?
How deep did you want me to go? So, like, I guess the real question is, would you recommend starting before, like, launching the ads before I know everything, and just kind of like, making like a rough draft of the automations for the first ones, and then as I get more information, fill in the blanks?
I don't I mean, it's got to be like an 80-20 rule. I think it's like you have to have you know the answer. And I mean, obviously you can share with me like, yo, Kushik, here's what I got built out. Maybe that's an idea, is like you just go as far as you can go over the course of the next week or so, and then just build it out and then share with me, be like, yo, Kushik, this is what I got. And then from there, when I look at something, I can probably have a pretty good idea of like, yo, I think you're gonna be all right with this or not. I have to visually see it. That's kind of my answer, I think. Are you on a time crunch with him, Adam, or?
I mean, kind of. We had a meeting about it, like, yeah, everything's good to go, and we were pretty much set to launch. I did tell him that I was funnel hacking him, the other guy, so that we could get more of the exact automations. So I think that might have bought me some time. But apart from that, I mean, like, there was technically like a due date on these, and I did get everything done as far as like everything else built out. But yeah, so I feel like I could buy myself time.
Are you on like a retainer with Adam, or?
With this one, we came up on a commission split.
Okay. So
Basically
you're
pay on performance.
so pay on performance, and you're gonna get paid a certain percentage of all the cash you collect, I would assume.
Yeah, so not percentage. I would get a hard dollar amount.
Okay. A
Yeah,
hard dollar amount per close or what?
per close.
Okay. Gotcha.
And then I said after, because I told them like how, like, since this is like new territory for us, we're gonna be figuring out like the like all our numbers, like how much it costs per person, all that stuff. And I was gonna say like maybe it'll make more sense to be on a retainer than just pay me per person I close. And he's like, yeah, I'm open to that.
Okay. Usually, just so you know, that's actually worse for you.
You said backwards?
Yeah. So let's say, usually what you want to do is you make the most amount of money if you charge per person always. So usually if I'm an agency owner, let's say I own an agency, I outsource a coach or I outsource somebody, I might be like, yo, Mason, I'm going to pay you X number of dollars until you get 50 clients. After you get 50 clients, I'm going to pay you just a monthly salary. The thing is, what if he has 100 clients? What if he has 200 clients? He's still getting paid the same amount. So whether he has, you know what I'm saying? So you can, if you close, like, let's say 10 clients, you get paid $100 for every single one. And then what happens if you start closing like 20 clients, 30 clients, and you still get paid the same amount? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I guess because like we don't know how many we're gonna close, that he's think maybe it could be like, oh, I might close maybe like one or two, right? And I'll get whatever. It's $200 each person I close. So
I know what you mean. A retainer is only good for you if there's not a high volume, for sure. So yeah, if it's not high volume, if it's not enough people, like that would be the case. But for you, I don't think that's going to be the issue because it's a proven ad, proven funnel, proven everything. Yeah, I don't think so. I think paying per close is going to be the best deal for you.
okay, cool. So then, yeah, I'll just stick with it.
Just stick with it.
Gotcha. Okay, and then, yeah, that's that's off the questions I had top of my head. I just I feel like there was something else along with it, really, but that's pretty much it. Um, I have my cousin funnel hacking. I have her like recording everything and getting all the other messages that they have. And tomorrow she's gonna call them because they said that they're gonna schedule a call so that they can book her consultation. So I told her just like screen record everything and like room record it. So I have that. The only thing that won't be, I don't think I'll be able to get is just the actual consultation. Like actually having somebody go in there, put like a camera on me, a mic on them, and then do like some like, like
What makes you say that? What
spy.
makes you say you're not going to be?
Because I was thinking, okay, if I want her to do it, I would have to have her come out here for like a day, and then because she's in school, like she's in like that,
How far is it?
like an hour away, so she's not far.
Do you have like another female that's local that could go and they would assume it's the same person?
Oh, it's a think about that one.
Bro, I'm a ninja. This shit.
She's been working for the FBI, bro. Off the top of my head, no, but that is a good idea. I could, like, she's my cousin, right? So she'd be down to do it. Like, yeah, I'm like, yo, I need you to come over here and do this, and I'll pay you like $50 or whatever. I'll take you out to eat. And then I was thinking it through, like, for real. I like have my mics, like DJI mics. You wouldn't even attach it to the microphone; it just records on the actual mic. So like, just wear a hoodie, put it inside there, just record the whole thing, and then just obviously you're not gonna close, right? You're not gonna. I mean, if you end up paying, why would you pay $600 anyways? But
Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So I mean, that could be like, it's actually more realistic than I thought. Saying out loud.
You got to get that, bro. Like, you got. I would say that's the most important part, honestly. Like, you can figure it out. I'm sure you can figure it out, but like it's gonna be way better for you to just get it from her.
For sure.
For sure, it's worth it.
Yeah.
If you get her to do it, it's worth it.
I'm gonna.
Worst case scenario, like post something on social media, be like, "Hey, I'm looking for an actress. I don't know. I'm looking for the actress in this location. Let me know." And some like just go get some, go get some opportunities in case your cousin can't do it.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'll throw it tomorrow then. 'Cause she comes home like every weekend. Yeah, that's pretty much it then. So it's looking like that's gonna be the move then. Yeah, so that should be interesting. I'm like in my head, I'm like thinking like, oh, he's gonna find out the mic, and he's like, he's wearing a wire, all that stuff, right? But and that's just like irrational thoughts. Yeah, other
Even
than that,
even like the phone, you can take the phone and hit the record button and put it on do not disturb, and boom, it'll record.
Mm.
By the way, that would be my advice to you. I don't know if it's like connected to the phone or not. Your recording device, is it connected to the phone?
no,
or
it's internal recording.
Okay, so yeah, I would have double. Another thing is make sure you have.
Try this one. Sorry about that.
So the other thing I was gonna say is like, if I were you, I would be safe and get her to record on the phone and that recording device just in case something happens.
Okay. Yeah, that should be no problem then. There's nothing else that's going on. I mean, a quick update on the other ones. The one school that is getting leads, they're getting booked appointments. The only thing is that their sales process is like over a week long. So they get the people coming in and then they have those people on a week trial. I have a meeting with them on Friday. I'm gonna go over there, train with them, and talk to see how everything's going. I'm thinking they might have some closes already because we've got a good amount of booked classes for them to come in. So I just need to be updated on like how their trials are going. But anyways, they want to do a women's only offer on top of the everybody's offer because they're she's Muslim, so she offers women's only classes. And she's like, hey, I got a lot of like women target audience around here, right? Because she lives in a predominantly Muslim area. So she's like, we got to start running like women's only ads. And I was like, okay, yeah, let's talk about it next time we meet. So would you suggest running alongside that, like making another ad set targeting just females?
I mean, if you think it would work, here's something that's important to know is just for the future, and if you remember this, typically you want to be charging for additional campaigns. So what I mean by that is like Aman, for example, and I just had this conversation with I just bring this up with you because it's fresh in my mind, is Aman, he would run like like a Botox thing for clients. And then once he would do that, he would run a campaign for like laser facials or some shit. I'm like, yo, why do you keep doing this? What? And he's like, well, they have a certain amount of ad spend. I'm trying to make a certain amount of money. I'm like, no, every single additional campaign, you charge another $500 a month. So let's say, for example, we do the 6-week challenge for males. Okay, down the road, I'm planting some seeds. Let's say we do the 6-week challenge, it's for males. And then it works like clockwork. They're like, oh my God, it's fantastic. And then you say, hey, look, if you have more capacity, we can bring females in as well. They say, I want to do that. Okay, now it's going to be an additional $500 a month or additional whatever. Does that
And
make
how
sense?
would I have that conversation? Like exactly like that? Like,
I'm
'cause I
not
don't
sure.
think I never brought that up. Like I never like even like
What
insisted to that, like to make her think for any reason that I would charge extra. So I'm just thinking like, how would I do that without her being like, dude, what the hell?
Right. The way you do that is I was explaining this to Aman, you explain that on your discovery call, you explain on the sales call. So on your sales call, you say, hey, look, here's what we're going to do. We're going to launch it, da, da, da. And for me, I have like the section, again, I'll go over it with you when the time is right. I have a section at the bottom, which is like, hey, additional costs. Do you need to spend anything? I'm like, no, you don't have to spend anything else. You don't have to do anything else. However, just so you know, you're probably going to want to scale this up. You probably want to scale this up to females as well. When you want to scale this up to females, just give a heads up. We'll launch a new campaign for you. And just so you know, what we do is we grandfather you in. It's not another $10,000 or $5,000 a month. What it is, it's a simple charge of $500. Again, you don't need to worry about that right now. When the time comes, I just want to bring this up for you. So you bring that up on the sales call. And then and then you drill them again on the onboarding call. And then so by the time they actually ask you for it, boom.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
That's how you do it. Yeah.
Okay.
So anyways, to answer your question though, like, yeah, just launch it. That's it.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. Just let her know though. Just be like, yeah, I'm happy to launch it for you. We'll see how it goes for you. You just have to you just have to cross your T's, let her know again. We'll see what happens. It may work very well. It might not work. As long as she understands that, that's the most important thing.
And then for the technical questions, it would just be as simple as adding another ad set, just targeting females.
The asset that you have right now, it targets, it's both males and females. Yeah. And so what I would let her know is like, hey, look, the ad set that we have right now targets both males and females, but Facebook for some reason is finding males because it feels like males are the ones that are going to convert. So I will launch this specifically for females. We just have to kind of sort of see what the numbers look like. And if it works out great, we'll keep running it. If it doesn't work great, I'll tell you. And then from there, you can make the decision whether you want me to kill it or not.
Cool. Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, that's it for that one. The other one, the woman that we're doing the paid trial for, that one's doing pretty good. Like they just like technical issues of like Facebook, they charge her and then it doesn't go through. And then I have to go in and pay the account with her card. So it kind of like stops and then resumes and then stops and then resumes because of card issues. But I mean, as far as the actual ads are going, they're doing pretty well. Like every time, I think our cost per lead is like $17. So she's basically offsetting her cost per lead with the $20 trial. So
nice. So
that's
you're saying it costs $17 to get somebody to do a $20 thing.
Yeah.
And then everybody that she converts over full time is like pure profit.
I haven't seen that yet. That'll be on our next conversation. Because that's gonna be right now, our next conversation will be right around the time where the 2-week trial will be up for some of them. So I'll see how that's going. But
your other clients, you're doing a free, so with her, it's $20 for a free class. You have another campaign, which is like a week long. How much does it cost you to get somebody to do a week long? What is it cost per week long trial?
that is $27 or $30. Like no higher than 30.
So that's about the same price then. This one's 17, this one's 30. Same, about $10 different. Okay, and then what is the cost for somebody to say yes to a free class?
Sorry, no, the free class, I don't have a free week offer. It's just free class. But
Yeah.
internally,
So free,
that
there's
school offers a free week after they come to the class.
yeah, so there's free class and then there's $20 for class. And both of them, you're saying the cost per like trial or whatever is about 20, $30, both those cases. Gotcha. And then okay. So it seems like the smarter move is not to offer the free class, but to offer $20 class actually,
Mm.
right?
Hmm.
Because if you just offer a free class, your cost per thing is $30. If you offer it for $20, you're actually liquidating the ad spend. That's actually cheaper. It's a better move.
And then if I wanted to introduce this to my other clients,
I
how would
wouldn't
that?
necessarily, I wouldn't necessarily introduce it right now. I'm just telling you, like, so for example, does that make sense? Do you need me to like share
No,
the
that makes sense for sure.
yeah, it's like so like how much is your cost per acquisition? Do you know?
No.
Okay, so you got to figure that shit out, bro. Like you need to, I mean, not right, it might not be worth it right now since you're doing the 6-week challenge, but like that's so crucial. I would assume, so your cost per acquisition is like, I don't know, like $200 maybe. And so in both cases, let's say cost per acquisition is $200. In the lady's case, cost per acquisition is dropping down to $180 because of the $20 she's collecting. It's not a big difference, but it is something. So
Mhm.
but yeah, it's not bringing up until we figure out what's going on with the 6-week challenge.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyways, other questions?
No, should I tell? Do you think it'd be worth like telling Adam like, hey, listen, I got somebody on the inside to go and basically figure that out so I could get a feel for it.
You're wondering
Just
if
to
you
buy
should tell
myself
Adam
more
about,
time.
oh, okay. I mean, I don't know I don't know, I don't really know your relationship with Adam like that, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
At the end of the day, like you probably I assume you've made him some money, he trusts you. Um, if you can explain to him the importance of it, and like, yo, here, Adam, here's the thing, man. Like, if I don't figure this out, I'm not going to be able to convert these people at a high level. If I can just get the script, that's the difference between us making, $5,000 a month versus 10,000. It could literally be this. And so I think it's worth it to just wait until I have this data. That's how I would probably position it to him.
Hmm. Okay. Gotcha.
Like you can like and give him numbers. Like I feel confident, Adam, that if I get this information, my close rate will be whatever his close rate is. What is his close rate? 50%, 20%? I don't know. What did you say it was?
I don't think I got that number.
So if I were you again, I'm just like telling you what would convince Adam. Like, hey, Adam, like I think, I just want to get this information. The reason I want to get it is I believe his conversion rate is around 40%. I think that I could do a 40% conversion rate if I just have the exact script. Now, if I don't have the script, then I might get like a 5% or 10% conversion rate. So that's literally a 4x difference. And that's the difference between, $1,000 profit versus 4,000 or 5,000 versus 20,000. And I think it's worthwhile for me just to get that information to have those numbers for you.
Gotcha. Okay.
So if you explain it like that, he should be chill with it, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Because he knows how much he's been making. So he's like, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be all right, yeah, just do your thing.
Okay, cool. Then you're good. What else you got, bro?
That's it. Yeah, that's it. All the questions I have off the top of my head. Anything else, I'll just shoot your DM.
Cool. Sounds good.
Nah, that's pretty much it, yeah.
All right,
How are
then.
you feeling, by the way?
I'm good now.
How many hours you in?
So I did Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I actually broke my fast today.
Oh, okay, nice, nice.
Have
And
you
they
ever
just
done it?
What are you doing?
I'm just fasting, just to fast.
How many days?
I did a 3-day fast.
3-day fasting. Not water, nothing.
Water, just water.
you just raw dogged it?
Huh? Yeah.
You just raw dog it? No electrolytes, coffee, nothing?
Oh, I do that. I do. So
Oh, okay.
so what's the longest you've done a fast for?
24 hours. I'm fasting right now.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go till like Wednesday morning. So that'd be like a little bit over 48 hours, like 50 something.
Yeah. Yeah, what I found is like day one is not that challenging. Like it is challenging, of course, if you're not used to, but you're used to fasting. You've fasted a lot. So, but you know, like Ramadan and stuff, people fast, you know, whatever. But like 24 hours is different than a Ramadan fast.
Mm,
But I would say 24 hours is not too bad. It's when you get to day two, you
mm.
start fucking racehorse, bro. Like you wake up, you're drinking like 2 gallons of water. You're so dehydrated. And you gotta get your vitamins and minerals and stuff in. And here's the weird thing: if you ever do 3 days, this is so weird, bro. I remember I did it. It's it. I've never done. I feel weird even talking about. I've never done a drug like heroin or anything like that. I've never done that. But what I have done is I have like injured my hands. I've played sports. I have taken like Percocet or Vicodin or whatever, right? And what I'll tell you is that when you take that first like food, like first food, I'm not even joking. It's like you're on a I'm not even joking. You get high. I felt high.
What'd you
And
eat?
I remember I took pictures of it. I had like at the time it's so funny because I was thinking about food so much. And I remember that I couldn't sleep. I went to Mara. I was just walking. I'm like, okay, this looks good. This looks good. It was like some kind of a potato thing. I forget what the word is. I'm having a brain for it now. Potato salad. I had these cookies. I had like this green tea. It was
Oh,
nothing was good.
you feasted.
And but the weird thing is this, I like took like two bites of the mashed potato, the thing. My throat was hurting
Oh wow.
because you haven't eaten for like 3 days, and so I
Mhm.
thought like something was wrong. Like I thought like something was fucking up in my throat. So just that's something we. But the weird thing is like the coolest part is just like you literally feel high. Like that was the coolest thing. I had to go lay down, like
Hmm.
legit.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
But
That's yeah.
later this
Without
month,
nothing.
I'm actually gonna do like a 14-day fast, like
Oh dang.
for
14
no
day.
Just water?
just water.
Mm.
Then you can do 30 like Jesus. But
You start
let
walking on water, bro.
Start parting seas, bro.
Yeah.
No.
it 14.
Oh
Okay,
man.
wow. Without nothing
And
in the night. Nothing, not even a cookie, nothing. Something interesting fasting has in the spiritual and body connections and the things that the results that you get. Very, very interesting. Very interesting.
did you feel different? Like, do you feel like healthier or like did you shed some weight?
You have to, you know, it's good that you're doing 24 hours, but you really have to do the 3 hours. I'm sorry, the 3 day. What I've noticed is like legitimately, like there's physical, like there's certain like things I would have on my body that I'm like,
Mm,
this is weird growth without being weird about it. And then I would like scratch it, it would just come off.
mm,
And so it's like weird growth that you have on your body for like years or months, and then you scratch it and then it just comes off. And the
mm,
reason for that is because what happens is you have like cell death when you fast for 3 days. I don't know
mm.
if you've apoptosis and all these weird things happen in your body. It fights off cancer cells, all this weird shit, but it's like really the 3 day mark. But yeah, you feel a lot better. Your skin gets better. You shed weight, a bunch of stuff. So,
How often do you do that?
so what I do is from June, July, August, I actually like live like a normal human being. I enjoy time with friends. I enjoy weekends and shit. But then the rest of the year from September until May, I pretty much just work all the time.
Do monk
And
mode.
so yeah, monk mode. I diet. So like right now I'm fat. I'm gonna get back in shape. So what I do during this time is I diet for 5 days out of the week. One day I have a cheat day, and then the next day I fast. So I fast once a week. Now, the reason I'm doing a 14-day fast is just to jumpstart. So like for me in the summer, I gained like 7 pounds. For the last 3 months, I gained like 7 pounds. So if I do this 14-day fast, I'm gonna lose pretty much all that weight. I'm gonna get back. It's just gonna jumpstart my process of losing weight and get back in shape.
So that's the main reason in terms of fasting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just health, looking better, feeling better, all that stuff.
That's cool,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah, I'm excited, man. That's yeah, I'm telling you, when I heard you do it, I was teetering with it in my mind like a week ago before. I started getting like hella bloated. I'm like, damn, dude, like something's not right. And then, I remember you fasting's a protocol, like a normal thing. And then you started doing it. I'm like, do you know, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it 3 days or however long till Wednesday is.
How do you feel?
I feel good, man. Thank God. I
I got espresso in me. I got electrolytes, so I feel good. I just finished training too, so I'm good. You just got a little workout in.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
24 hours is a good thing. Like if you do 24 hours every bi-weekly or whatever, that keeps you very sharp, I think. So
I haven't gone past 24 hours, so I'm very interested to see how I feel tomorrow.
yeah. Tomorrow I think you'll notice a big difference. I think that's when it
Mhm.
was after the 24-hour mark.
I'm gonna wait till I start floating and stuff. So keep you updated.
Sounds good.
All right, man. Other than that, thank you, bro.
You're welcome. Mr. Quill, you have other questions for me?
Just two questions. Well, just update quick. I'm just waiting for see if all the cables, all the things are connecting the Pixel. I'm practicing my discovery call speeches. I think what's really like what I can see like you have to follow the script, but at the end you just have to apply common sense. You just talk with the person, with the client, the problems, and just let them know you have the potential solution for them. And after that, yeah, you can apply psychology skills and all the things kind of like that can help. And that's what I'm doing now. Like I'm memorizing my script really, really well, and then just adapting with my own words and everything. Just a quick question. Yep.
Well, message me and remind me. I did some role playing with Arno like 2-3 weeks ago. I'll send that to you and you can watch that. I think that'll help you out for the discovery
Okay.
call. Just message me and Mason to remind me, or else I'll forget and I'll send it to you.
You message you about the video. What?
Just message me and say, hey, Kushik, can you send me the discovery call role play?
Discovery call role play. Okay, role play. Okay.
Just message me that and then I'll send it to you.
Yeah, role play. Okay, I'm gonna share quick in my screen so you can yeah. So can you see my screen?
Yep.
I'm just moving tabs here of the Zoom. It's a little bit in the middle. Okay, so for the landing page, I'm gonna leave this video like that. When I was already customizing the website, but this landing page. But when you told me that I already update this video, should I leave it, or do you think should I just keep the videos that I had before?
I honestly think you should I mean it's hard for me to say because most people just keep the exact video. I think it's going to be fine. I think what you have is okay because you have a dentist, you have online course. I think it's going to be okay. I think it'll be fine.
Okay, cool. And that's it. We're just testing out the automation. I just create one more automation about when people reply free video response. So I know I get a response. And that's it. Exciting. Hopefully, when do you think, like seeing my advance and what the head things have done, when do you think I will be ready to launch the ad?
You can launch it like launch it as soon as possible. Like I would say if there's anything wrong, you have to go through that first. So like I don't know like what all do you have to do? Like if what you're saying is just making automation, then you should be able to launch like today or tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, no. Today, tomorrow, no. I have to practice my discovery call first. So it will be next week.
No. Don't practice your discovery call. Don't do that. Just launch the ads and practice with people.
With people.
Practice with
Okay.
people. Not
Okay, so
delay.
have to-
Launch your ads as soon as possible. Do not wait. Launch them as soon as possible.
Okay. Yeah, the thing is because
When it
should I
comes
start from
When
ads?
it comes
So
to people, no, they're going to come right away. As soon as you launch the ad, they're going to come in within 24 hours. And then when they come in, you're going to use the script and you're going to practice with them. The first one is not going to be that good. You're going to get better and better and better and better. That's normal.
Okay, gotcha. You just jump to the pool.
Yeah, you jump in the pool and you figure out how to swim.
All right. Okay. Yeah, we can do that. All right. So hopefully these next few days, Wednesday, Thursday, we're launching the ads.
Try to launch as soon as possible. Tomorrow, Wednesday. If you need to go over it with Mason, go over with Mason, make sure everything is good. You know,
Yeah.
make sure it's technically set up, launch it, and then just time to rock and roll.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think tomorrow it's gonna launch the ads, and if I have a discovery call this week, done. Okay.
Good. Good.
All right. And then I pick a niche. I will pick a niche after those leads.
Don't worry about the niche for now. Don't worry about it.
Just about this. Okay, done. All right. Thank you. Very nice. See you guys, and well, we'll keep in touch.
Anything else that comes to mind? Cool. Any other questions?
I think all good. All good. How you going?
I'm good. I can't
He can't complain. That's what people say. I can't complain. I have been testing many things, bro. Many things. I had yesterday. We launched with SMS campaign of my wife's for a session, and you see, there's always problem that you cannot expect. It's always something. So high level, they just limit 100 message per. When you are new, you are escalate. You know that part. So we had like 170 something contact, and of course that's automation. So it's first message, then it's coming back message, then it's response message. So that was like a mess. So we launched it like Sunday, 6 p.m. People are at home, you know, it's Sunday, ready to go, you know, chilling, all the stuff. Campaign went live only few message, the limit, 9 p.m. Then the next day, then when they update, the follow-up update, they got the follow-up 9 p.m. People got, they text me 9 p.m. to do a sell. That was a mess, but
It's okay.
yeah.
You learn, you learn. It's fine. It's okay.
Yeah. Good. Okay. All right.
You'll be okay. Don't stress about that too much. Try not to stress
No,
about
it's
that.
funny. It's funny. It's really, I always like details. Okay, here this is connected well. Here this is connected well. Okay, this is here. Boom, this thing. So
Lot
funny.
of-
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else that you want to go over, Paul? Anything else?
That's it. Thank you. Do you have anything else? Questions? Something? Good. Okay.
I think just get it launched as soon as possible. Okay.
Okay, that's okay. The launch as soon as possible.
Possible,
Okay.
and then I want you to practice the discovery calls on people. Okay, that's it. So this time next week, you should have a lot of questions because you should be telling me, Kaushik, this happened, that happened, this happened, that happened. We should be talking more about sales next week.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's the part. It's like dance, it's a performance. It's a theater. I have to just get my own, show.
We'll see how that goes when the time comes. Okay, cool. If that's everything, man, I'll talk to you on Slack for the rest of the week. Okay, and I'll see you back.
All right, cheers, mate.
Bye.